Uh,
Shadow Legends.
yeah, brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, you started.
Um,
You started the stream and my computer crashed.
oh, that's
Sounds like you
unfortunate.
problems.
I'll be back in
Uh,
a moment.
looks like Clank is the scribe this week.
Cool. I can do that.
And our previous scribe was Ophelia. Do you did post, right?
I posted.
Alright, do you want to give us a quick recap? Wait, did you
Yeah,
post? I see Matt
I
as the
posted.
last
I
journal entry.
did, but
Matt, use
refi-
the right people's names because that post was misposted.
It was
Oh,
not misposted.
did you like correct his post?
My post just kind of has. I don't know what the fuck the format is, but it's
That's a
just like
power
I
move right
posted
there.
as a text
each
file.
each line is a paragraph, and I don't know why it doesn't want
Matt's
to.
Matt's going for a promotion in D&D. He's like, oh, let me fix that for you, buddy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he
god.
So
fixed
wait,
it.
should I delete one of these then?
Why can I change it to the code?
I
No, you
was-
gotta save them both.
Because it would be confusing to have the same post twice.
Yeah.
Alright.
So Mikey's posted as like a text file, and I just
Yeah.
took the text out of the text file and then put it in a regular post.
Alright. I'm going to delete
So
the
that-
Uber chat one then, because we probably only want to have one, or else it's going to be weird reading through the same thing.
You should probably delete Matt's.
Delete. Okay. So wait, which one should I delete here?
Uber.
Fine.
The
I mean,
older
yeah.
post. The
Yeah.
The
well,
one
Uber
that's
chat.
not formatted right. I don't
Alright.
know, Matt.
I'll delete
Matt-
Uber.
You get a bonus inspiration. I'm authorized
Like I
to give
said,
them out. It's
he's
okay.
like I said, he's going for the promotion.
You're
Alright.
already in charge of our fucking bag of holding and our fucking tabs. So
Yeah.
we need somebody with no time on their hands.
He's gonna
Which is me with 2 jobs and a baby.
yeah,
Plenty of time to do everything.
exactly.
See? You got enough time to dye your hair because you lose bets. So you got enough time.
That
for
is
D&D.
true.
Alright, go ahead, Clank, give us a recap.
No.
Or wait, no, Ophelia, give us a recap. Sorry, you're
Okay.
scribe this week.
7th fall, 2 p.m. After Elduin's death and resurrection, the group decides it is best to head to the Irontide base. In the plains of the area where they think the Irontide is camped out, the group decides to scout the area, see if they can find out more information without having to kill. Gale and Clank decide to go ahead and scout the area themselves, since they are sneaky. As the scouts head north, they encounter a small group of orcs, but luckily they're able to hide and continue patrolling. They encounter a small group of ogres in the hills and successfully hide again at 2 p.m. As they are scouting, they hear a voice say, "You there," with a bow drawn, aimed at Clank and Gale. Alwyn looks around nervously but doesn't seem to pose a threat, and after some quick discussion, Alwyn decides to join our friends on their excursion. The party is invited to their camp in the hills and mountains. As Clank heads back with Alwyn to the camp, we are introduced to Elric Eldenspell, and after awkward introduction, they agree to form a small party to help deal with the Iron Tide. After the confusion about whether Clank is a pet or not, they agree to meet with everyone in the party. The 4 new friends travel back to the main party's camp, and introductions are made with many similarities being noted between these new friends. Similar deities, goals, and backgrounds. It seems that the immediate temporary alliance is made. Some awkwardness from Ophelia being recognized as nobility, she hides behind Elduin while the plans are being made. Alwyn shares the map to the area while Ophelia tries to tell them that the party wishes to resolve this issue peacefully. 3 p.m. As a group, we stealthily go to the camp in the mountains. This should be much better, assuming the orcs do not have their patrols here as much. 4:30 p.m. The party tries to sneak up into the ogres clear out some area. They are noticed. The battle ensues. During battle, Ophelia notices that Elduin has raged. His eyes glowed blue instead of red, and a ghostly howl emanated from his mouth, rather than the normal growl that we're used to. He also gets surrounded by ancestral guardians? Ghosts? And then we saw him bite and drain the life out of one of the ogres. What? The party easily dispatches the 3 ogres and attempt to hide all the bodies so they are not discovered. And with the bodies are well hidden within the trees, they should not be found there. The party continues to head north through the mountains. And as they climb through the mountains, Ophelia and Elduin have a private discussion, while Clank, Elric, get exhausted from their treacherous climb. 6:30 p.m. Party continues to stay hidden from another patrol. 7 p.m. It is much easier heading down the mountain than it was climbing it up, so we make it back to the camp with no trouble. They decide to rest for the night back at the camp. Evening. Alduin and Albus notice a strange flying beast that has this huge shadow overflying their camp. Alwyn went invisible, began to track the creature, while Alduin stood around the fire, and Alwyn was able to determine that the creature was a wyvern, and told the party thusly. We are to remain vigilant and keep our eyes to the sky. 8th of fall, morning, 10 a.m. Group travels north for a few hours, and Ophelia gets a little exhausted from the previous journey. The group ascends the mountains and gains a view of the layout. More towers are seen here to the northeast and northwest, while straight north is a strange cave. No troop movement can be detected from this height. Alwyn and Clink get exhausted from the trip down, and as finally we're at the bottom, everyone heaves a sigh of relief, and we set up a small camp safely. But the party notices there are many patrols here heading around into the plains to the north of us. And then you guys can read about our little whisper interaction during the thing. I have that posted too. But
All right.
basically, seems like he's in control and understands what's going on while he's fighting.
All right. Thank you for that. So it is the 8th of fall at 10 a.m. You are at the other side of the mountain. You were sort of in a valley there, kind of looking over things. So far, you have not been discovered. What do you want to do?
I think we're still tired. We should set up camp and rest, I believe, before we move forward. What do you guys think?
I think that's a good idea, but I propose in Elden Spell fashion that we bum rush the entrance to the mine.
Good idea.
Very, very stupid.
Strongly
it's a great
disagree
idea.
with you, sir.
Should we scout out ways to take out these towers to make our travel easier?
You think they'll notice if one of the towers get taken out, though, right? It'd have to be a
They would
simultaneous
notice.
strike.
Most likely.
And we don't want to mess with the towers that are behind us. We're already past them. I think they are in the rear view mirror. We need to focus on what's ahead and the entrance to the cave.
One makes a great point.
Maybe we can dress up as the orcs and pretend to do a patrol. Just walk right in.
I think they would notice people not looking like orcs.
Elduin's just scratching his head on that idea.
Can you tell me if you think that's an orc out there as I point out into the field?
I do have a spell that I can cast that would give us some help, but it only lasts a minute, so it would have to be for a very short duration.
It does seem like the patrols are fairly light right now, probably because they are not expecting any resistance. You imagine if there was an attack, they'd probably have more defenses once they know you're here.
Is this
And
a
go ahead.
hidden, like, Lou? Is this like a pretty hidden area? Or
Where you are?
yeah,
I mean, you'd probably be better off going back into the mountains a little, but I mean, you do have a good amount of cover here.
And we do also need to go back and get shock.
Yeah. Maybe
This
we
is
just jump, ambush patrol and see if they have maps or information.
You don't think they might notice that someone's messing with their patrol, that one of them's gone missing?
One patrol might have been lost to wolves or
Or that
Bear.
wyvern.
oh, there's a wyvern.
Yes, we
Mm,
saw
that was-
one the other night.
Ooh,
So that is
Yeah.
our best bet, trying to take care of a patrol.
and maybe they have maps or notes or some sort of information.
after all,
Still
they
propose that we do a rest beforehand, though. There's me and who else was tired after that last jaunt
Oh,
down the
I
mountain?
am.
My butt a little bit as well.
But it is
Yeah.
only 10 a.m. We
Yeah.
have a full day.
You would have to wait until tomorrow morning to benefit from a rest.
Ah, fair enough.
You can
Trudge
only
forward we shall.
Yeah, you can only get a full rest once every 24 hours. So you could wait it out, but it's just going to be a little
No.
while. Generally,
Yeah,
I
make
could
use
just
of
I could just pass time. I
And
mean,
what are
there
what are
isn't
we here for?
to gather information on these Iron Tide people and maybe figure out a way to weaken them if you can.
Or to form the alliance.
I mean, Blackwater seemed like you're. Wait, are you working with Sithril or Blackwater?
We're
Cithril.
working with
Sithril.
Sithril, and we were hoping to try to also convert the Iron Tide to join our cause.
So I think Sithril mentioned that she was looking for the a dagger that they had stolen.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's one of the main reasons she sent you here. She could really give or take about the Iron Tide, although, you know, they are causing trouble for the town, so that might be your own goals to get rid of them.
Interesting. So we don't even need to fight the Iron Tide. We just look
We
for
need to talk to Orkard.
dagger.
Talk to
Maybe.
Orkard, get an alliance, or get the dagger.
Maybe we get the dagger and then talk to Orkard.
You're not
Maybe-
sure. You're not sure why Elric is here. Elric and Alwyn.
We told them why we're here.
So you're-
North.
Didn't we?
To
Like, we're
get
here.
back something from your family, right?
Yes, I didn't tell you what. I don't think.
Yeah, and you said it's in the north.
Yeah, it's. I know that it was that the Iron Tide has possession of what I'm looking for.
So maybe we just steal those things back without big fight. We're under the radar now.
I'd still like to try
That's
to
a
talk
good
to
point. We
Orkard.
can stealth in, do some reconnaissance. I think that should be first thing. The day's growing longer. The more we wait, we can start doing some stealth reconnaissance.
That would be a more better approach.
I do not
And-
know
yeah,
how
go
you
ahead.
all operate. I don't know how you all operate, but Broken Bones send messages, and I intend to send a few more.
When there are one, there are more.
Ophelia, maybe we need more leverage over Orkard before
So
we,
steal it first.
or at least get more information.
Yeah, I'm down for that. But I don't think we need to be breaking any bones, mister, as I look over.
I don't disagree.
Eldwin just smirks in front of Elric.
Well, talking about it is getting us nowhere. And that's what I say.
Impatient.
So
Literally, yeah.
while you are discussing things, you would see a patrol of hobgoblins moving past. They seem to be heading southeast along the path here.
And we didn't see him come from over here. They just came southeast.
They came from the north. Give me stealth checks.
Oh boy.
You're pretty far away and in the
Mine is a
mountains, so
wash.
you would be at advantage right now.
Hope you're ready.
How do I incorporate an additional roll to stealth checks? I realized I have not been using cunning intuition.
Well, it should roll 2 numbers by default when you roll a check.
Well, the cunning intuition gives him a D4 for stealth checks.
Yeah.
You would just link it, then roll a d4.
Okay.
Wow.
It's just a 25. No big thing.
Okay.
If we haven't rested, I still have my dexterity thing still on, so yeah, I get a big boost.
And how many of you are at disadvantage from the exhaustion?
Alwyn
I am.
is.
3.
Ophelia is, but it doesn't matter.
But I also have my stealth thing, dampening field that gives
Alright, so that's a
advantage.
wash.
Yeah.
Alright, so 24, 25, and 13. Are you at disadvantage, Eldwin?
I am not.
Or I guess 18. Elric has 18. Alright, so yeah, they don't seem to notice the group as they continue past.
Are they close enough I could overhear any conversation?
No, they're several thousand feet away. They're pretty far.
Could we try to like catch up to them? Or are they like booking it?
Calling.
Can we see
No, they're
anything?
just marching, but they are out in the open, and the tower is fairly close. So this
Oh,
might not be the best place to try ambush.
Can we see anything like interesting on them, or like get a general outfit of what they're carrying, what sort of weapons? How
Have
many there
any
are? Just
enhanced
get an
vision
idea
or
of how many
binoculars?
Do you
what
have
we're fighting up
anyone
against.
with a 18 or over passive perception?
Nope.
Passive.
Because they are
perception,
pretty far
Pretty
away.
far away.
14.
So they look like they're armored. You would guess they have similar armaments to the other hobgoblins you fought, but it's hard to get details. You believe you see 4 of them. They might be leading someone, a prisoner of some kind.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tempting, but they're gonna go right between the two towers.
We
Yeah.
need to take out the water towers anyways.
So yeah, they just continue
So
going
eyes
west.
on guard.
We need to take out this tower
Okay.
and this tower.
Mordor calls for aid.
Alright, so yeah, what do you want to do?
I say I propose we take them out, then rush the tower on the right.
Well, that blows our cover. We're here to find Dagger.
They are going to eventually double or possibly triple their patrols when they see that their patrols aren't returning either way. It's going to get more difficult.
So let's not
So we
attack
just
their
don't
What if
patrols.
we wait until dark and spend the day going back to get shock, and then be ready to move north tonight under cover of darkness?
It might be a good idea to find a good pathway, safe pathway, during day when it's light out that we can take at night.
Well, we've already done our pathfinding, and we've
there. But
Yeah, you do have a
we-
path through the mountains now that you can use to go back and forth.
Are we heading over this way? As
I think we
point
should, and
across.
I think Alwyn makes a great point. Traveling under darkness, but I am
Yes.
worried about the wyvern. What if it was hunting at night? It may not follow the norms of.
It would
of
also be more likely to attack torch carrying patrols than it would stealth people. We would stick out from the sky much less than loud, clunky patrols. Am I wrong?
No, you're.
You bring a good point.
That is my
Well,
proposal.
I-
I say we make a vote what we want to do. My option would be to go get Shock.
Shock.
What is his name? Shock? Okay.
Shock.
Go get Shock and get ready to go for the evening here. We can quiet down our armor, have camp set up this afternoon so we have somewhere to come back to if we need to. This is not a bad spot to have a camp, and be ready to go for tonight.
I think this is exactly why I hired you, Alwyn. You know exactly what you're doing. I vote
Here to assist, my liege.
I vote to use Alwyn's plan.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's
What
get our
extras
gear
did
together,
they-
gentlemen, and we'll head out.
Alright, so heading back through the mountains. With your path, you need only a DC 5 check to spend several hours going through the mountains and not get exhausted. 5 athletics.
Okay, I was like, you're speaking words, but I don't understand.
You're asking a lot from me. a lot from me.
Your guy apparently is not a
Oh.
mountain climber. Well,
I passed.
well. All
I
right.
told you were a lot.
So it is extremely taxing on Hammer and Elric. You guys, unfortunately, well, are either of you at disadvantage already?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys would get some more exhaustion going through the mountains, another level.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to put him in the bag of holding and leave his head out so he can breathe.
You
Uh,
think
The
it'll
bag
fit
of
in there?
holding that I'm carrying.
But you do make it back to your encampment. It's now about 12 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Shock greets you. He says, things have been quiet. I hope they've been quiet on your end as well. I've seen several patrols go past, though the camp is very well hidden. They have no idea we're here.
We have found a pathway that leads us closer to where they may be hiding. We just came back to bring you along.
He says, what's the plan? Are we to head into their area, or is there someplace else we're going?
We're going to head back north and get a plan put together for this afternoon and evening, I believe.
He nods. Says, that sounds like a fine idea. I can go with you if you wish to move the camp to somewhere else, or if you just need help in a fight.
A little bit of both.
I think we're gonna move the camp as well, I agree.
All right. So, where are we going?
Back through the pass, if I'm not mistaken, set up camp in the shadow of the mountain
We'll
Uh,
show
on the
you.
north side.
I'd probably say with 2 levels of exhaustion, Elric and Hammer probably
Oh, I only have
can't.
Rest.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
So Clank,
So Hammer can't.
Hammer
Yeah.
probably can't do another trip with that much exhaustion, at least not without taking twice as long. The mountains have been treacherous, and Clank is kind of banged up
Well,
from his
Can we
journey.
rest here and then? Yeah, rest here tonight and rest again and wait until nightfall tomorrow.
I mean,
I think that's a good idea. It's better to err on the side of caution. We know we've got a great place to stay here for the night. It's been unseen, as Shock said. We can get rested up and ready to go to make that trip through the pass in the morning, well rested.
He says
Sounds good.
it might also be beneficial to scout this area some more, see what else we can find out. I know
Yes.
that Alwyn is, from what he said, he seems very skilled at stealth and navigating the terrain. So maybe we should check out some of these footpaths and see what other things we can find in the area, at least while
Yeah,
Clank is resting.
I can do that.
shiny rocks.
Elder
I
will
For some
nod
shiny
his head in
rocks,
agreement.
too.
Shock says,
Okay.
"All right, well, I'm gonna put on some lunch." He gets out some of the rabbits he maybe hunted while you guys were away. So is that the plan then? Elwyn, or not Elwyn? Alwyn is going to take a look around.
Yep.
And is anyone going with him?
Eldon will tag
Oh.
along.
Yeah, Gale will also help.
All right. So the 3 of you are going out. Where are you heading?
We are pretty close to that tower. We can get some more information on what these towers look like, and yeah, the one to the west of us here.
You want to try to get
obviously-
close and get some intel?
Yeah, just intel gathering, slow, steady, and quiet.
Yeah, close enough so we don't get seen as well. Do the best we can, of course.
All right. So they have advantage to their perceptions from elevated ground. Give me some stealth checks as you try to approach to get a better view. The 3 of you, since all 3 of you went.
I'm gonna use a.
Eldon would like to use a story point if he can to re-roll that die.
You can't re-roll. You have to use it before you roll for advantage.
Okay, understood.
I'm gonna use one to roll for advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
I double clicked.
So 18 for Alwyn, 25 for
25 for
Gale. Oh yeah, because you did advantage. Alright, so luckily, even though Elduin is not the most hidden, you sort of help each other because you're at a distance. And you don't think the tower has seen you. From here, what are the passive perceptions of the three of you?
14.
Yep, 14.
13 for me.
Okay. So you can't make out much detail, unless you want to get closer, but you think there's only one guy in the tower.
What do you guys think about me going invisible and getting a little bit closer to get a little clearer view?
That would be the better
Probably
idea.
best.
Okay. I would like to cast invisibility and move forward.
Okay. Give me... How close to the tower are you getting?
Only as close enough to get some more detail. I don't want to push my luck. I'm going to be very slow and cautious, getting close enough to get more information from the tower.
So,
And
you all are about 2,000 feet right now. How close is pushing your luck? You going like 100 feet away, 50 feet away, 20 feet away?
250 feet away? I don't know how close I really want to get, and I feel 250 feet you'd be able to get more information, obviously, than you would at 2,000 feet.
Okay, so you are... How long does the invisibility last?
Let me link it here. Well, it's invisibility. Did I just
It's an
pop
hour.
it?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it won't pop. Why is it not popping?
It popped
did.
up
There
for
we go.
me.
Okay. Yep,
Yeah,
there it
popped
is.
up too.
Is that a ranger spell, or what's giving you invisibility?
It's a spell?
Yeah, but what like,
Sorry.
because you're a ranger, right?
Yes.
So
So,
invisibility
what,
is
dex-based?
generally a invisibility is generally a wizard spell.
Okay.
So is there a
Illusion 2,
particular
concentration.
power you're using that's giving you invisibility?
Just
Mark of
says
Shadow.
shadow?
Mark of
Okay.
Shadow. It says Mark of Shadow.
yeah,
Gives them
that's
one
what it
use.
is.
Oh, could you link
One
that?
use a day.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Spells mark a shadow. So you're using...
Does this give any more information? No, it does not.
I don't see invisibility on there. I see darkness and pass without trace.
I guess that's the same one that it was.
There's
above.
greater invisibility at 4th level, but you're only 2nd level, right?
Correct.
So you could use pass without trace, but I think that's already a
It shapes shadows.
Oh, could you link that?
Yep. I have it on a printout. Core. Shape shadows. There we go.
There you go. That's the invisibility spell.
Charisma.
Okay. Alright, so you use your Shape Shadows ability to become invisible. And that's the once per day thing.
Yep. Have to have a long rest, so I've got that pulled down.
Alright. So give me another stealth check as you start to get closer to the tower. Okay.
Nat 20.
Plus the D4.
And you said your passive perception was 14, right?
Correct.
Alright, so you get a little closer, actually much closer, within 250 feet. Give me an active perception check. Let's see what you roll. Okay, so 14.
Do I get anything from that as well? Nope, that's performance, not perception. Okay, yep.
So it looks like there is a hobgoblin in the tower. He looks very bored. He's just kind of sitting there looking out over the terrain. You would see he's got probably a couple loaded crossbows up there with him, and he has a horn around his neck.
Okay.
Other than that, you don't see much going on with him. Like I said, he looks pretty bored. You imagine he probably has never had to blow that horn.
Okay. He's not alerted at all, so I don't think I need to distract him while I move away.
No, I mean, he's mostly looking out in this direction and this direction, and you're kind of southeast
kind
of him.
Blind spot.
So you don't think he has any reason to suspect you.
Okay. I'm just gonna slowly, quietly use my whatever.
All right, so I'll say you rejoin the group. I won't make you roll
just
again.
Quietly get back there, slow and stealthy.
Yeah.
I was able to get closer to the tower here. Looks like we've got a single hobgoblin up there. He's got a couple crossbows with him. He looks bored out of his mind. He's facing off kind of to the south and west of the tower, not paying a lot of attention. That's about as much information as I can get for you guys right now for that tower. Do we want to do anything here, or do we need to probably go back and talk to the party and let them know? Or continue scouting elsewhere around here to get a better idea of what's going on?
I wonder if we were to get one of those horns and use it as a distraction for somewhere else, we could probably get to the cave a lot faster with less interruptions.
We could, yes.
Okay.
You see Eldwin's is kind of like thinking a little bit, how can we make it so we attack quick without being seen?
I could start the salvo with the bow. I could get up close, distract him. I've got a spell, thaumaturgy, distract him in the other direction and try to shoot him in the back. How tall is the tower?
It's probably about 20 feet. Not too tall, but enough that he can get a good view of the surrounding area.
Yeah.
It doesn't look all that strong either. You would guess that these were hastily built. I mean, it's basically like a bunch of logs hammered together with a platform. It does have cover, so like he would have cover up there firing down. And yeah, there's like a hastily put together roof that's above it to keep it dry.
Is it full cover?
No, it's light cover. It's just like a small like safety like barricade thing.
I hesitate to go there. If something goes wrong, we have no backup.
Let's wait.
Yeah,
Return to camp.
I think that'd be our best bet. Go to camp and have backup, and then we can make a decision at camp of what we want to do. If you guys want me to make an attempt on him, I can do that closer from stealth, but I would sure appreciate to have the backing of all of our new friends.
Well, camp's not far away, so you can fall back to camp pretty easily.
Okay. I relay the message, what we found, so make the rest of the party aware of what has just occurred while they were making lunch and whatnot.
Alright, during this time, an orcish patrol would come into view. It looks like it is heading along the path kind of south and west. I don't
Clank,
know.
did you
if
want to
he-
know the times that the patrols are coming by?
Yes, I did.
Well, you've been fairly observant of them. It seems like it's pretty scarce right now. Like you only see a patrol once every few hours. They're sort of looking around, keeping an eye on the surrounding terrain. Did you want to do anything, or just let this one pass?
Let it pass.
Let it
but
pass.
Let
Okay.
it pass.
would we notice a specific timing between patrols coming through?
We've seen what, 4 of them now? 3 up north, and now this one south.
I
Yeah,
saw a few.
it seems
earlier.
like there's more activity close to the cave, but down here, and Shock could tell you this too because he's been here. Like he only sees a patrol every couple hours down on this side of the mountains.
But it seems like a random pattern, not like a.
Yeah, I mean,
every-
with his military background, he would guess they're just sweeping the area to look out for camps or any type of trouble that might be brewing. They're probably not looking to capture or catch someone moving up because they probably wouldn't expect anyone to be in this area.
I propose we move out immediately and keep tabs. We know what pace that those guys are walking at right now, and after we know they've passed to the north of that tower, if we want to go after that tower and try to get that horn, that would be our best chance to do so. They're just barely away from us now, and we know how fast they were going. We can track that and have them north of us before that attack happens. Give us a better chance of success than having to deal with the tower and the
Well,
group.
do we know why they're here? Shock says.
Not, unfortunately, no.
He
I
says,
don't believe so.
originally we thought they were here to attack Chaur, and it seemed like their Captain Graves was indeed hitting the town, but this encampment is much too far from Chaur for that to be their purpose. So why are they in this area in particular? There's probably more to this.
You think they could be looking for something?
I don't know.
I mean, they
This
have
is-
something of Citros, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if they have this thing of hers, why not just take it and leave? Like, why would they be camped out here? I would say they're probably either planning to do something, or, as you said, maybe there's something here they're looking for.
We also do have heard from their prisoners that they were backstabbed by Blackwater.
Mm.
Is
So
there
they're
any
prob-
chance that I could use my spell at some point to mimic the horn sound?
I don't think it. Well, I guess it does make your voice louder. Probably wouldn't carry as
You
much
can
as a
create
horn,
an
but
instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range. I don't know how
30
much
feet.
flexibility I would get with that.
yeah, I mean, you could probably make a loud sound, like not as loud as a horn, but yeah, I mean, it says triple your voice volume, so it's fairly loud.
Might be able to
don't-
simulate that it sounds like it's coming from a distance.
Why don't you all go capture him and we'll interrogate him?
Why do we even need to capture him? Why can't we just head to the north and
Yeah.
try to get more information and just avoid the towers altogether? It seems like it might be too much work to try to go out of our way to deal with one person when they can easily alert and put everybody in the area on high alert then.
That was my
Yeah.
Make our way
thought.
through while the defenses are less, find more information about why we're here. We send in our stealthy people, and we can kind of hang back. They can go in and around the camp to the north. We saw towards like the mines or whatever it was. I think there's a camp in there, so we can possibly have them scouted out and find out what they're doing here, as well as maybe the location of the dagger.
Shock would
I do see
nod.
sense in that. I do see sense in that. I think we should stay with our original plan and move back through the pass in the morning.
If they have the opportunity to, they can steal the dagger while they're there, but we should at least find the location of it.
You're going to kill Clank, he says. The poor bird, I don't think could make another journey through the mountains.
Yeah, I
Aldo
mean
can
after
carry him.
arrest.
After arrest, yes.
After arrest. We're gonna do this in the morning, I think is our best bet. I am tired.
Well, I am
Alright.
strong. It would be best for Clank to rest for a little bit. I'm sure if I carry him, it'll only make things worse for his health.
Can you carry me tomorrow, Elduin?
Just
You
carry
notice
it.
Elric's already asleep.
Alright.
All right, I say we rest here. Do our original plan.
Other one's just gonna like look at Ophelia, and it's you kind of the like the anime ellipses, just kind of bubble pops up, just kind of awkwardly, thinking like that.
Alright. So, if no one...
We set up our night rotation.
Does anybody want to look around our camp to see if there's anything interesting? Sometimes nature provides interesting, good
I also
food.
want to look around for shiny rocks.
Shiny rocks, maybe. We are in mountains. Mountains have shiny rocks.
what do you mean shiny rocks?
Gems.
Any kind of
pros like
precious
shiny
stone or
things.
gem.
I guess you could do a...
Stones.
If you're looking for, like gems, it would probably be a knowledge nature or survival check. Probably survival. If you want to spend some time looking around.
I am too weak to look, but I would appreciate if somebody else
Ophelia's
would.
gonna go look for it.
Yeah, I told Clank I'd go look. I'll peek around here, and then I feel like we need to set up night rotation, watch. I will take watch again, just like before. Whoever else wants to volunteer for watch.
Do you have proficiency in knowledge nature, Alwyn?
Yes, I do.
Alright, give me a nature check as well. If you're looking around.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you don't really
I'm working
find
hard for Clank.
you don't find gems, but while kind of moving around this valley, you do notice a bunch of rare flowers kind of growing in the back of the valley. There's about 200 gold pieces worth of rare herbs here.
I would like to collect them.
Okay, so you spend some time collecting them. You're pretty sure these can be made into potions, probably healing potions, with some
fantastic.
time.
Yeah,
that's
I'd like
that
to
is a
grab
good
those,
loot.
please.
So go ahead and put 200 GP of rare herbs in your inventory.
200?
200, yeah.
that's
Okay.
4 healing potions.
Or a greater.
Inventory.
Yeah.
And then I should be able to just add 200 GP worth flowers.
Well, I forget. How do you do the? Is it full amount of herbs to craft one potion, right? Or is it half herbs to craft it?
It would just be 25 GP worth to
Okay.
craft a potion.
All right, yeah. So that's a lot more. That's 8 healing
I'm gonna
potions.
collect those and head back
But
to camp.
they do
or
take a day
wherever.
each to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
And-
I can also do that.
Alright, is anyone else doing anything? You actually have 8 hours, so if you have the resources and tools, you could put a day of downtime towards something while you're in camp.
While
only
I'm
have-
in camp, I would like to put some stuff in the bag of holding that I believe Sleepy Clank has.
What stuff?
Tinderbox, rations, and water skin.
Okay. I mean, assuming he's okay with it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. How many rations?
The number on the left is the amount.
You could just put a message in the chat, and I'll update the inventory.
Okay, I think I sent you a picture of that inventory.
Cool. Then I will go up there. And you said ration, tinderbox, and water skin.
Yeah, unless there's something else that you think would be worthwhile for me to put in the bag off of that inventory that I PM'd you.
Alright.
No. Good. Cool.
Blue, I got a question for you. If I have 20 rare herbs or 20 gold worth of
rare herbs and 5 gold worth of nature components. Is that still good enough to make a potion, or do they have to be one and the same?
No, you could. That's fine. You could do that. I mean, rare herbs can be used for less things than nature components. Like nature components, you could use for like spell stuff and rituals. Rare herbs can only be used for making healing potions.
I am not a spellcaster, so I will combine both of them to make one healing potion over that 8 hours.
Like, I think
You can have my herbs too.
Yeah. Well, you all can figure out how you want to do that. But does anyone else want to do anything, or can I pass the 8 hours? Or can I pass
Whatever we can make
time?
for potions, yeah. Whatever we can make for potions, I'd like to distribute the flowers that I picked to help out in any way with potion making, so we can advance time.
Gail, you have herbalism tools, right, Gail?
Yeah.
So you could make a potion today, assuming you have a glass vial to put it in.
Yeah, I do. I bought a boatload of them.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to use 25 GP of whatever to make a potion, I could say you work on that today.
Yep, then I'll remove a vial.
And is anyone else doing anything?
I'm going to maintain watch until I'm tired, that's it.
Alright, so time is passing. It is...
I'm going to...
Yeah?
Sorry. Once I finish the potion, I'm going to go over and give it to Ophelia.
Alright, so you would finish the potion around 8 p.m. in the evening, which I'll say that is the time now, because 8 hours pass. As I said, the orcs would...
Sorry, Leo.
Oh, just the patrols would pass by every few hours, but, I mean, they're not coming near the mountains, so you don't really have to worry.
I would tell Ophelia, if you're so dead set on being up front, at least you have the materials to heal yourself.
Oh, Taylor, bless you. So give Gale a hug.
Okay, so it's going into evening time. I will pass the evening unless I hear from someone.
Nope.
So time passes. First of all, everyone spend a day's worth of rations, please, for the evening.
I look over at Clank.
Clank, oh yeah, Clank's the food guy.
Cool. I've been cooking all day, so...
There's 105 pounds available in the...
Alright, so you spend 6 days worth of rations to feed everyone?
Yep.
Okay. So...
Gale will just start washing out and cleaning all of his herbalism stuff and pack it back up.
Okay. So evening turns to nightfall. You're all taking watches. Let's see if any wyverns attack.
Oh, fuck me in the butt.
Nope. The night is quiet. You all keep your lights out and are careful. You notice that during the evening there are no patrols. Or if there are, they don't have lights on, because you don't see... Although, then again, yeah, you wouldn't see very well from this far at night. But yeah, you don't see any patrols moving through at night. Which might be for the safety of these people. Because, again, yeah, the wyvern might be flying around. No, not during the evening. Though in the morning, you would see patrols resume around, like... The first one gets here around 8 a.m. But yeah, it is the next day, so you got a long rest. Go ahead and long rest, and one exhaustion level falls away. And what does the group want to do?
Head north.
Go up the mountain.
Alright, so you're going through the mountains again?
Yes. Elduin, you look strong. How strong are you?
It is strong, and I just smack my axis side to the wall with all my strength.
Into the rock?
Strength roll?
You mean into the mountainside?
No, to the closest tree I could find.
Yes.
Sure, give me a strength check.
Oh my
god. Alright, axe just embeds in this poor tree.
Yes, that's excellent. I was wondering, I'll give you 5 gold if you carry me up this mountain.
Make it 10.
I just
Deal.
run over and jump on Elduin's back and go
Deal.
mine in the middle of them talking.
10 gold to carry me up this mountain.
Yes.
Wait, is my base
Mechanically-
strength score?
Yeah,
You seem to be
mechanically, can you
you seem-
carry an extra 203 pounds?
Mechanically, let's see. Just for this, just played safe out of character. No,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
okay.
so.
So you can carry up to 10 times your strength score before you're encumbered. And then between 10 and 15 times your strength score, you're light encumbered, which slows you down by 10 feet. Over 15 times your strength score, you become heavily encumbered, which gives you a whole lot of bad stuff. So you don't want to go over 15 times your strength score.
You do have
if you want. It's
heavy
up to
build though.
I still
Right?
have.
Oh.
I still have the
For
offer.
Elduin, you do have the heavy build.
No, because I'm a Dampier, I lost
Yeah.
that Furball trait.
Oh.
His arms hurt. His arms got noodly. He wasn't working out as much.
Shit.
All right. Well, the offer's still on the
You
table.
can't have both.
No, when you become a Dampier, you switch to the Dampier stuff. Although Dampier has quite a bunch of cool stuff they get, so
Like biting people.
like sucking people's health.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, it's on the table.
You seem to be a person of nobility, I imagine. So that's where my price is. And he just
yeah.
kind of gives a kind of like a funny poker's face like smile.
I mean, I can do 10 gold if you can carry me up there.
Sure.
All right. Then let's see what happens.
I just pick up Elric and I just put him to the side like I have somebody hogtied on my shoulder.
How much do you weigh with your stuff, Elric?
So yeah, that's when in total I'm not carrying much. In total, I weigh 203 pounds.
All right. Does that encumber you?
No, it should not.
Okay. So then, yeah, you could just carry him on your shoulder or something, I guess.
Go ahead and add yourself 10 gold.
What?
No.
All right.
203
So
pounds doesn't encumber you?
well, what's your strength?
Strength score is 15.
So you can carry up to 150 pounds, so I think that would encumber you.
Let's not make poor choices, gentlemen.
And then,
I'm trying to avoid that.
Right.
right
I'm,
as you
I'm
see,
so sorry. I just
right as you see,
petted you out, fucking ran you out.
right you see
that's
Elduin
fine.
try to pick up Elric. He's like, then you start to see his leg shake, and he's like, actually, on second thought, I don't think I could do this. And he'll just hand back the 10 gold pieces back.
Yeah, I mean,
Walking
you
is good
could
for your lungs.
yeah, you could probably pick him up. It's just you don't want to be walking for hours with him on your back. That's what'll tire you out.
Yeah.
So
Besides, walking's good for your lungs.
all right, so you're heading back to the trail.
Yes, trailing north.
All right.
On the road again.
So to make the trip, once again, it is only a DC 5 athletics check.
Alright, I'm gonna use one of my Kenku recalls.
Okay.
Oh my God, here we go. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh my
20.
God. Oh no.
All right.
Disadvantage. I'm good.
So I
We all made
think
it?
you all made it. Yeah, are you at... No, I don't think you're at disadvantage, Ophelia.
Not anymore.
Yeah, because you had a good night's sleep. So yeah, you make your way through the mountains. It is a strenuous walk with a lot of climbing, but you manage to get to the other side. The trail that you found is not too taxing. So once over here, it is now about 10 a.m. It was about an hour from camp to here. What do you want to do?
Good morning hike.
I'll say 11. It'll be 2 hours.
I'm not very sneaky, guys. So how are we gonna get into this mine? Or camp? Is it a
Did you
camp or a
said
mine?
you brought Shock with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Yes.
shock.
I thought we were gonna set camp up here and then
Shock
go
says,
do some infiltration.
we don't know how many of them there are. I don't know if it's a good idea to go into the camp without getting more, or go into their mine without getting more information.
Yeah.
How close would I have to be to a patrol to hear them talking? At a passive 14. Roughly, however that works. Asking.
You'd probably want to be like maybe 30 or 40 feet from them. But yeah, it's hard to get the right information just by being close to them, because they're probably not going to be talking about something you care about.
Okay.
Eldwin, do you
Yes.
think there might be a good place over there that we can set up camp to overlook and observe this?
We'll have to time our approach quickly.
Yep, we'll watch for the next patrol to go by, and as soon as we've got them paced out, I would be okay with making that attempt after dark. Maybe. Well,
Shock
it'll be
says,
tough during the day.
do we have any magic to help cover our movements? I know one of you said you had invisibility.
Yes, I have invisibility that I can use.
You said you had Pass Without a Trace as well, right?
No.
No. I heard
But
you mention that.
maybe we wait till dark before we move over there.
I would much rather do this exploring in the dark.
But I am blind in dark, so
You do have Pass Without Trace as one of your spells of the mark, 2nd level. Darkness and Pass Without Trace. Although I think Pass Without Trace is a ranger spell anyway, right?
yeah. I believe so.
My
Okay, I just missed that, yeah.
My impatience is growing, but I am trying. All right. If we need to wait till night, let's wait. But I am tired of not making ground. We need to keep moving. We need to get this done.
Shock kind of turns around and says, "Who is this guy?"
Well, I would say calm
He
it, Your
whispers.
Grace,
He's a
unless you want to
mountain
get
man.
your head lopped off.
Doesn't want to walk through the mountains. Now he's telling us to hurry up. Jesus.
He's a
He
mountain
shakes his
man.
head, kind of annoyed.
I'm
He
the
says,
mountain man.
"Look, we're going to do this as fast as we can, but we're not going to get killed because we're
We
impatient."
will not sacrifice safety.
Your Grace, he says kind of mockingly.
Ophelia chuckles.
All right. So you're...
see-
Oh, God.
You see Eldwin just roll his eyes at Elric.
So you're waiting for the next patrol to go past, then trying to move across the field?
Is that all of us?
I would think it's just be Alwyn and I, Eldwin, correct? Just a kind of like,
Yes.
yeah, just to see, just
Yeah,
pretty much doing
Small
reconnaissance.
parties,
All right,
quiet.
got it.
Yeah.
So you wait a little bit, and sure enough, another patrol is moving past.
Oh, I was like, they came way close.
Give me stealth checks.
Oh boy.
Again, you have advantage because of your positioning.
Oh man, I
Oh.
hope it's good. Oh no! Oh wait,
Sorry.
advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage, and you can cover for each other because you're very far away. So top 3 rolls I'll take for the group.
I rolled 2 19s.
Oh my god!
Added them together.
Yeah.
Why did it add them together?
I don't
Well,
know.
we just won the game, guys. He just rolled
Yeah.
42.
I have disappeared from the campaign.
He didn't roll 42.
He's in
No, I
the
But-
rolled 2
playing.
19s. So,
But even with the group making
23.
some noise, they're pretty well hidden overall. So as these guys pass by, you said some of you are going to stealth up northwest of here or northeast.
Northwest or east, yes, northeast.
All right, give
I
me.
just realized my stealth didn't roll the first time. There you go.
All right, give me stealth checks. Those are those of you who are moving across the field.
I'd like to go invisible as well, please.
All right, so you use your invisibility for the day.
Okay, because I had my long rest. It is now gone again.
And for this,
And still a stealth check, right?
Yeah.
before I make the stealth roll for the story point, is that just a normal D4?
No, you just have advantage on the roll if you use a story point.
Yeah, I like to use one for the roll.
Okay, so yeah, you'd make a stealth check. So 17. Alright, you guys are extremely stealthy as you're moving up this way. When you get closer, you would notice that there are guards at the door.
Ooh.
It looks like there are 3 hobgoblins standing there looking very bored. Again, you would guess they don't see much of a action or resistance in this area. Or sorry, hobgoblins, not goblins. And they, do not notice you. So where are you heading?
Do we want to check further up? Why is my ping not working? Okay, see, how do I ping?
You click and hold the left click.
Okay. What do you think about going further up here and seeing if there's somewhere here? Or do we want to move towards...
It looks like there is a small valley in the mountainous areas here.
Let's check the valley.
Okay.
So we're just gonna check the valley. Get a good look at it.
Yeah, I'd like to look around a little bit here, see if this has any sort of viability.
So it looks like there is a path north of here going deeper into the mountains. You're fairly well hidden here from the tower and from the cave. So this wouldn't make for a terrible campsite. The only issue is that patrols going through the south might notice a camp up in there. So you probably would want to go deeper into the mountains.
We'd have to trek.
Like
Build
what? Right
path
here?
here.
Yeah, if you headed north a little, like into the mountains over here, you'd probably be okay. So maybe a little bit further north. Because like I said, you're kind of in a valley between several of the mountains.
I can see Eldwin is just gazing over at the surrounding right now. He just turns up towards north, and he points further into mountains and just tells Alwyn, we'll trek further here.
Sounds good.
And yeah, we'll go further into the mountains.
Okay. So you can go a little further, though at this point you would have to start doing some pathfinding with survival to go deeper. You're kind of at the end of the valley here. Now you have to climb.
Okay.
What do you think about a camp here and moving around the edge of the mountain to attack or move in, get more intel?
It could be difficult. They'll have to climb down quickly to get to the entryway without being spotted.
Very true. You want to
Why
head back?
Why is this so difficult? Let's head back and tell what we found.
Sounds good. Let's roll.
Alright, so stealth checks again. As you move over open ground. Okay. So luckily, Alwyn can cover for Elduin. Wonder maybe you should have left the barbarian home. But you guys get back, and it is now about 12. That was about an hour.
Well, what did you
How
find?
was it?
Elwin
is-
just kind of give a disappointed sigh.
Wasn't the action that Eldwin was looking for. There is a valley to the west of the cave entrance. We would have a mountain in our way, but it would be a closer distance there. If we go deeper into the valley, I think we would be more protected from being seen by the tower or patrols going by, but there wasn't much there other than the valley kind of gets into a pass pretty quickly there, directly east of what would be the entrance.
You know, we could try to, once we set up there, we could try to assault the entrance of the mine to test their defense capabilities in the cover of night, and then slip away if it gets too hairy.
Why do you want to attack the mine so bad?
Well, that's clearly where they're coming from, Clank.
Oh,
That would alert them, though, Shock says. Once they know we're here, I'm guessing their patrols would be tighter and they'd have more of a defensive front. So I don't know. Until we have a plan, I don't know if we should try to attack. More just gather information. I know it's boring to you, Eldwin, or not Eldwin, Elric, but that's generally what you want to do in war: is gather intelligence before making your assault.
Gathering intel, why don't we, I don't know, take some hostages, beat it out of them?
Don't need to.
Well, that wouldn't be a terrible idea, Shock says. Maybe not beat it out of them, but take prisoners, question. Again, though, once people start going missing, that's when they'll start thinking something is up. At least if too many go missing.
Do you think they may have noticed dead ogres?
I don't think that they care. I mean, the ogres, well, he says, I don't know how they use the ogres, but my guess would be they probably just assume they wandered off because we hid the bodies.
Elric, are you looking for something?
I am looking for something. Yes, I already told you I was.
So are we. We should find those things first, and then we figure out how to steal.
But
we are outnumbered.
Ophelia, Shock says, do you really think that Orcard would be willing to listen to you?
I think it's worth at least a shot, and I'm thinking if we can possibly gather some information, and especially if we're willing to take the knife as well and secure it safely, then that could also be a bargaining chip that they might be willing to work with us. And I think it would be advantageous if we were able to convince them to be on our side. But we do have notes from the mayor as Ophelia looks over at Clank. The mayor of Chaur asking for a peace agreement as well as the Blood Hand. And with our group, I just don't see... There's no reason for them not to want to join, in my opinion. And they would also hopefully be getting their revenge against Blackwater. I thought it would be worth it at least just to ask.
He says, well, I wouldn't be against finding out more about what they're doing here. I don't know if we want to just go approaching the mine and asking to speak with this Orcard. I don't know if
that would be wise as well. I think we need to gather and get every possible benefit that we can first, right?
He nods.
The thought that I have here is that if we do happen to waylay somebody, we make our way towards the entrance still in the cover of night, but understand we have to keep moving. If we stop and capture somebody and question them, we immediately need to move north to that entrance so that we arouse as little suspicion as possible. What do you guys think about something like that?
I think we should probably not try to attack anybody and just sneak. I think you guys should sneak your way through. I'm not going to be able to sneak through, but I can possibly bless someone if you're within close enough and increase your abilities. But
how good are you at being persuasive? Are you a diplomat?
I'm the best talker.
You're what?
I'm not the best talker.
Well, I think it will be
I do have charisma performance with my cunning intuition.
What's your persuasion?
He says to convince Orcard to work with us and not just execute us. I think that would require quite the persuasive tongue.
I am persuasive. had to do many deals and organizing trade in Dorvan, but I do not know that I want to be persuasive in this situation. If you think it is for the best, I will try. But
As well, they have.
Once we gather all our information, and try to take the knife and get the products without even alerting them, I'm thinking we do that first, and then we can use that as bargaining chips to talk to him afterwards, and then we can just come right out and try to talk to him. Because I think that might be more beneficial.
You keep saying knife. Are you after a dagger?
Oh yeah. That's one of the things that we were supposed to come get.
I look at Alwyn.
Alwyn kind of smirks knowingly, nods his head towards Elric.
Do anybody pick up on that?
You could do an insight.
Oh, okay. Oh,
probably not.
Clank rock.
Yeah. I mean, Ophelia might be. I guess you could probably use deception for that, Elric.
Okay, yeah. Let's see here. Do I have deception trained? Oh, look at that.
Oh. So yeah, Ophelia, you might feel like that was kind of a weird, nod that just went back and forth. Not really knowing much about what it meant, though.
Well, I'm not entirely sure here, but who hired you to find this item?
Eldon was speaking Elvish to Elric Sithril of the Blood Hand.
Lou, does that sound familiar? Like, can I make some kind of check?
Well,
I have that language.
During your tracking of the dagger, you believe that it was originally stolen by Blood Hand operatives.
Yeah, by the Blood Hand, but what I wouldn't know about Sithril at all.
Specifically, probably not.
Okay.
She's not someone of great importance within their organization.
Yes, well, I did mention, I believe a few days ago, that it was, I think, originally the Blood Hand that stole the item I was looking for. And
Well, what are you looking for it for?
Well, I'm trying to get my property back.
Eldwin just kind of gives a confused look.
Yeah.
So the dagger belonged to you, Shock says?
Yes. It seems we're looking for the same thing. And I throw my hands up and put them back down.
Well, that's a little awkward.
A little bit, yes.
Well,
Wow.
He says, so where do we go from here, then?
Sounds like we need to find a dagger.
I think we're looking for the same thing, and if that's the case, our goal is to use it. If you're okay with that,
Shock says,
Alwyn, you can have it.
I don't understand. Go ahead.
I didn't realize you were working for the Blood Hand.
We didn't realize you were looking for the dagger.
Shock says, I don't understand what's so special about this dagger. Blackwater hired us to get it to Chaur, then it was stolen by these Iron Tide, I assume, during the caravan attack. So Blackwater, Sithril, and now you are all looking for this dagger. What does it do, exactly?
Would I know offhand, Lou, exactly what it,
do you have
anything?
Do you have history?
Yeah, I have proficiency in history.
You can give me a history roll.
Oh man, I hope it's going to be a 20. Where is this?
Don't we all?
Ready for it?
Yes.
I just gotta go over to hang out.
Oh, let's see that. Let's hear this lore drop. Let's hear your lore drop.
Oh.
Wait, you have proficiency and you got what do you have? A -1 intelligence?
That sounds about right.
All right.
That's still 20. That's 21.
You know that it is an elven crafted dagger from the 12th cycle that was made as a gift for members of the Tharian Empire, the old dwarven empire that existed here before the last cataclysm. That's all you'd really know about it.
I share that information with them.
Shock says, sounds like a historical piece, so again, what's so special about it?
It is in my family for quite a while.
Elduin would bring out his Great Axe +1 and show it to Elric and say, "Will it have design like this?" And he just points out the very well decorative parts of the Great Axe.
Is it like you found this item?
Yes, it was in a crypt.
And it's magical?
So you would probably recognize the axe as being elven as well.
Yes, it does look elven, Elduin.
You don't. Well, give me another history check.
All right.
I assume you don't have knowledge of blacksmithing or anything like that.
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much all you can tell about the axe is that it's elven. You're not sure if it's the same style as the dagger or made by similar people.
Also, can Gale insight check the his claim that it's been in his family for a long time?
Sure. Give me an insight check.
No. It's 8.
I mean, maybe. It's hard to say. He could be lying, but he could be telling the truth. It sounds like he knows about it. The way he described it, it does sound like the, Or wait, did you see the dagger? I don't think any of the group has seen the dagger yet, so never mind. You're not sure. Shocks. It's just all of this is very odd to me.
It is, and it's infuriating in a way. But I don't know.
How we make a plan? The night is wearing on.
Well, I mean, I just wonder what happened. What happens when we find this item?
Well, why does did Cithril tell any of you what she wants it for?
Yes. She
to open
the vault.
The vaults, yes.
It is.
Oh,
that's like a key from what Cithril has told us.
So that's what's special about it, then. All right, that would make more sense. So they're searching for it because it's some sort of key.
Yes.
I'm guessing you didn't know about this then, Elric?
No, I wasn't aware of any vault. No.
As well, maybe... I mean, I can't speak for Cithril or the group, but perhaps our interests might align in finding out more about this vault.
Perhaps, but let's focus on finding this item first.
He nods. He says, I think that is best.
I imagine we'll learn more there.
As Alwyn said, where do we go from here?
We want to move north, and if we capture somebody, great. Otherwise, we move towards there and try to make our way inside the cave.
Yes.
At night?
Yes. At night.
At night.
Nightfall would be the safest time, because open ground between all these towers, someone might be noticed. Alright, so you're going to pass time here?
Yep.
Alright.
Add our armor, put out torches, prepare for the night. Is there anything we can do to, like, I don't know, hold hands with somebody who can't see in the dark?
Yeah.
Well, at nighttime there is starlight. It's not pitch black, but it's definitely harder to see. So time is passing. You would notice that the patrols go by much more often here. Like, you see someone every hour. Towards, we'll say it's about 8 o'clock in the evening. Or no, we'll say about 6 o'clock in the evening. You see...
Yeah.
a patrol come past, but this patrol has a bunch of human prisoners. 12 of them to be exact. You see about 6 armed hobgoblins with 12 human prisoners between them coming through.
Coming from the east? Okay.
Yeah, coming from the east.
Do any of the prisoners look familiar?
Well, probably not. They look human to you, but there's no real way to tell who they are or where they're from, just especially from this distance. They look very tired, like they may have been doing physical labor.
I whisper, now's our
Now's the
chance.
time. Let's sneak in with them. Follow them.
I think the armor and everything will kind of make us stand out.
Suddenly have 6 more armored prisoners with weapons. This is weird.
None of them
Follow, not
humans.
join with
Or
the humans.
One of them human.
Shock says they have prisoners. I wonder if they're people from Chaur.
I hope not.
I was thinking the same thing.
We won't know if we just stand here and talk about it.
Shall we get them? But that shall alert.
Shock says no, we can't just attack them out in the middle of the plains here. We're too close to the mine.
At the end of the day, something has to give, Shock.
He says, but where were they coming from? They must be doing labor somewhere if they have slaves. Just more questions. He says, I don't think we should try to free them now, but I will defer to the group's wisdom. So you do have a shot if you want to try to rush them, or are you going to let them pass? But you have to let me know soon.
I would really like to just follow them. Stay far enough back to not be easily noticed, but start following them forward. See what happens. There could be a changing of the guard. Let's move forward.
That's easy for you to say, Alwyn. You can just ethereal plane until sneak it out there, right? But
Shock says maybe Alwyn should follow them. See what he can find out.
We have no time to waste. Does anybody wonder, or does anybody not want me to do this?
I'll go.
I'll go.
Just reconnaissance.
Just reconnaissance.
It is kind of
as well.
It is a little dark, so you would have advantage to stealth checks. Well, they would have disadvantage to seeing you because it's kind of dark out since it's evening. So, are you both going?
If I go, I'm going to be too tempted to.
No, you haven't rested unless you wanted to take a short rest during those 6 hours. No, you don't have invisibility.
It's not going to work. Yep. Nope.
You probably want to look into Pass Without Trace because that is a very good spell for the group.
Okay.
But at this point, I'll say you're following alone.
No, I say, screw it at last moment, and I go.
All right. The Shock's again. Wait there. Okay, the two of you give me stealth checks.
Watching them all go, Gale's gonna take his potion or his mutagen of clarity and increase my dex by 3.
Okay.
Eldo will just turn to Shock and be like, "Are all these nobles like this?"
I have no idea. I've never seen one so reckless. Usually they send other people to get killed for them. Alright, so you are...
We want to stop here, yeah.
You follow them, and they seem to... So you're not going to get any closer?
I'll defer to Sir Elric here, but as long as we're close enough to see what's going on here, I see no reason to go closer. And I am willing to restrain if necessary.
So they are leading the prisoners into the mine. The guard just kind of nods at them and lets them move past with these 12 prisoners. So they would disappear into the mine past the guard.
Oh, Alwyn, I hate this.
I know, everything happens in time. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Fine.
Okay.
Let's head
So
back.
you rejoin the group, telling them what you saw.
Yes.
What do you all want to do? It's about 6 o'clock. It's basically like kind of sundown now. Like the sun is setting, so it's kind of dark, but there's still some light out.
We know that patrol just passed with what we've just told you. They just headed into the mines. It's still a little bit bright enough we can make progress across the plains, and those of you that can't see in the dark as well as I can wouldn't be as likely to trip, and we can make the most progress if the cave is where we want to go. I feel now is our time.
Oh, it's alright. I got Paler's light to guide me as I hold up my Paler talisman around my neck, and you see it glowing.
I push it back down
less light.
easy.
Yeah, might be better there, Ophelia. All right.
Okay.
I love that
go.
light. Just careful there.
You start to see Eldoin take off his totem and just leave it next to the campground in agreement to make sure it's not too bright.
Just keep it covered.
You can turn it
me-
off.
Or you could turn it off by tapping it.
Okay, retcon.
Yes.
He just taps it.
So give me stealth checks, and I assume you're not turning on lights during this.
No.
Correct.
Any advantage for at night, or is it just disadvantage for the perception of us?
Yeah, it's just disadvantage for them. So you guys would roll normal rolls.
And the French judge gives
I
a
think
4
mine's
to
a
the
wash.
stealthy barbarian.
Ooh,
You
that's my
guys
worst
said I
stealth
wasn't
roll of the night.
sneaky.
What are your top 3 rolls?
20.
23.
Plus 4, so yeah, 20, 19.
Well, the 19 is disadvantage because heavy armor.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they're at disadvantage, so it cancels out.
No, they just are less likely to see you. It doesn't cancel out. You still got an 11.
I don't think you know
23.
the
Plank turned
All
into
right, so 13, 23, and 11. Got it.
Oh shit.
Okay. So you're heading across the field here, waiting for a horn to blow. But luckily it does not. And you make it... I assume you were heading over here. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought we were heading for the cave.
Oh, are you heading for the
No.
cave?
No, right there is
I thought
probably
we were heading
better.
over there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, damn.
Let's
Okay.
go a bit north and hide.
Set up a new campsite over here.
I swear,
Yeah.
give me a damn aneurysm. I swear.
I'm gonna
That's a
start
swear.
looking
Jesus
around.
Alright, so yeah, this is definitely a fairly hidden area to put a campsite. So I'll say you put one down here. It's getting dark out. It's towards the end of the day. You would see that the tower has a couple of torches around it, so the area is lit up at night. But you don't see too many people there. You probably just one guy up there still.
Okay.
It's hard to tell for sure in the dark, though. What do you want to do?
I want to start casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
And then turn to Elric and look at him and say, I don't know if you know this magic, but this may help us find magical items. I think we find it first, and then we figure out how to steal it. But rushing in, we outnumbered.
No good
wanna
will
make-
come from us rushing blindly in.
I just stare at Clank just quietly. I don't say a word.
Alright, well, do any of you want to do anything in the evening, or are you trying to just camp here till morning?
You don't have your invisibility
Stay.
anymore, right?
Yes. Gale, do you want to make another potion tonight in case something does go wrong tomorrow?
Yeah. Do you have the materials?
Yes.
I'm
I
fresh out.
open up my bag to show you what I have. Please. I understand we are a party and we're in this together. Anything that I can assist you with, please let me know.
Well,
Maybe you go
Gale-
food hunting.
Gale will look through some of the herbs and like hand pick out some of the better looking ones.
So you
Thank
can't brew a potion tonight because it takes 8 hours.
Oh,
but you
okay.
could, if you're sitting or if you're here in the camp, you could do it tomorrow.
I just thought 6 o'clock at night, trying to think with. Are you? Yeah, Gale's a elf subtype, right? He only needs 4 hours of trance, so he could still rest and make.
So it is probably about 7 now.
Rest is 6
3,
hours
4,
of
5, 6.
rest and then 2 hours light activity.
Huh.
Yeah.
Just a thought, just throwing it out, man. Throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Oof.
Yeah, I would say it might be a little too late for that at this point.
Okay, no problem.
But yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah, and you don't
it's
have your
evening time,
invisibility
right?
anymore, right?
Not until I rest again.
Yeah. Okay. You can't cast it. You don't have any other leveled spells that you can use instead.
Unfortunately, no.
All right.
What time was it right now?
It is about 7.
So might have a little bit of light, like late sunset.
Yeah, there might be a
Looking to go
very
hunting for the group is what I'm looking to do.
okay.
Get food for the night.
Ignore that.
What background do you have again?
You don't know, are you touching things? Things are moving on my screen.
Yeah, I was looking at your spells.
Okay. I was like, oh, cool. It responds to my thoughts. It's badass.
It's just schizophrenia, Owen. Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Tripping balls, man. Whatever Clank had in his pipe. Woo.
you can technically stock up on good berries right now.
Okay.
If you want healing
good
items.
berries only last 1 day.
24
Well,
hours.
24 hours, and if we are going in tomorrow,
Yeah,
and
you could get a few spells. Yeah.
if we're going to rest tonight, you have 3 spell slots. You can use those 3, stack us up with a ton of good berries.
Yeah, so I
Right.
could do the good berries, and I'm open to either hunting or foraging for the group, just to try to help out with supper and get things ready to go for tonight. So
Okay.
Well, we have rations.
But I like hunting. You might find a shiny rock.
You feel up for scouting now? Or
I
what
could
is it?
scout for a little while before I need to rest.
Geology.
So yeah, if you want to go hunting in the evening, that would be a survival check.
Okay.
Can I specifically look for any fey fiends or undead?
Every time.
Every time.
Every fucking Thursday, Tuesday.
Elric just suddenly.
You said survival.
Yeah.
You said you're looking for food?
Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
foraging in
food.
the area. 13 would be enough, so give me a wisdom check. Or, sorry, a wisdom, or D8, sorry, D8 plus wisdom modifier is the roll. Okay. So, yeah, you come upon a bunch of berry bushes in the area, and it would yield 8 days worth of unpreserved food. So this should feed the whole group, at least for tonight.
Cool. Gather those and take those back to camp. I don't know how far I made it from camp foraging, but back to camp with that food.
And then Clank was wanting to look for shiny rocks, right? Or was that just?
Yeah, I guess while I'm out here, might as well perception for shinies for Happy Bird.
Happy Bird?
No, you didn't find any. With the 13, you would have just found the food. Okay. So yeah, you get back with a bunch of berries, which should feed everyone.
I found food for us for tonight. Clank, I looked, but it is dark out. There wasn't a lot else I could find other than the food. I cast Good Berry.
Cool.
I don't know how many times I can cast that or what
You can
time
do it
period.
3 times.
To find shiny stones, you're probably gonna need to roll a 42.
Yeah.
Or at least
Yeah,
fairly
We've seen
high.
it once this game.
So you're gonna... Did you say you're gonna cast Goodberry as well?
Yeah.
Alright. So
And I can cast 3 times so that I can get us some food or have that in reserve for people.
Yep. You'll have 30 good berries to dish out between everyone.
Okay.
Wow.
What's that split look like between everybody? Maths.
Well, just
There are
hold on to them, and you can dish them out when people say they need them.
Would it be more beneficial for you to have them with you in case you need them?
That is literally the point, is to have them on you.
well,
Are they
there
really
are
good, like out of game? Are they really good for like combat? Like, what, I mean,
They restore 1 hit point, and it provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
it does take a round to eat one though.
okay.
So
Yeah,
combat
if you're in battle.
Combat, no, it would not be very useful. It could be used to resuscitate a downed ally, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the.
I have some extra good berries to go with supper
So,
tonight. Please
if-
take these as a gift.
If you split them up, you would be able to give 5 good berries to each person. Remember, those only last until the end of tomorrow.
Yep, till what'd you say?
Or
8,
5
8
good
p.m.
berries
right now?
with 5 HP.
Yeah, it's well, that was probably about. Let's see, you were hunting for about 3 hours, so till 10 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, these should be good until tomorrow at this time, gentlemen.
So plus 5 good berries.
And my
for everyone?
fine lady.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Alright.
Alright, so. Gonna pass the evening. You eat the berries that were found out in the
Putting
wild.
watch up though. I want to make sure watch is going.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So, during the evening watch, shortly after you get back from hunting, Ophelia and Alwyn, you were sitting there. Does anyone have a passive perception of 15 or over? Those who are
Yes.
awake.
Nope.
Ophelia, you
one.
do?
Ophelia has 15.
So yeah, you're kind of sitting there in the dark near your companions when you hear some shuffling from the north. Something is moving around in the valley north of you. Sounds like it's
What is
getting
that?
closer.
Sounds like it's coming closer.
It sounds like bushes rustling. You don't see anything.
You want me
though.
to check it out, Ophelia?
Yeah, be careful. Go check it out. I'm gonna go wake everybody, and then I immediately.
Please
sprint
quietly
towards the rest
wake
of the
them.
group
Yeah, don't
and
sprint. Don't
quietly
sprint.
Wake them all.
Okay, I will move to investigate this.
Okay. Well, she's waking everyone.
Yes.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes, please.
All right, give me a stealth check.
It's gonna be like a horde of hobgoblins.
Ooh. 11?
Would I have advantage in the dark?
No, they would just have disadvantage to seeing you.
Oh, correct. Okay.
So you are moving
Secret
through, not to hearing you though. So you are making a little bit more noise than you'd like as you move through these bushes. Getting closer to the sound. Now you can hear it. And as you come out of the bushes, there is a large cave bear there with 2 cubs. About 30 feet from you. It starts sniffing the air as you come out of the bushes, and it is kind of slowly moving in your direction. What do you want to do?
I look over my shoulder to see how ready the rest of the party is. I'm 30 feet from camp, correct?
You're more like 60 feet from camp at this point. So you're a little ways away.
There's no like sign language, and that would be like a separate thing. I've not seen anything for any sort of hand gestures, or is that like language to try to communicate soundlessly with them?
There's probably gestures people can understand.
They're still waking up, and they probably couldn't see you in the dark right now anyway, because you're all stealthy.
Okay. I slowly put the bushes back and start backing towards camp. Quietly as possible.
Give me another stealth check. Okay, that's better. So the bear kind of moves up to the direction where you, or the area where you just were, sniffing around.
I'm able to retreat back towards the camp.
Question, Lou. Has
Yeah.
this bear had any cocaine?
Ooh,
Oh,
Okay,
God.
bear.
So it's possible.
Cocaine bear.
yeah, that's a good question.
Cocaine bear.
So it is sniffing around the area. You said you're trying to move away or like stand still.
If she's getting closer, I'm not gonna move. But if there's I'm gonna stand still.
Okay.
Checking over my shoulder to see where they're at.
So
You're a ranger. You should know what to do.
You're in big danger.
So you don't think she sees you. She's definitely sniffing the area curiously, growling a little bit. But after a moment, she is going to turn around and kind of walk back towards her cubs. Luckily, she did not pinpoint where you were, and she didn't keep moving towards the group.
Okay. I will retreat back to the group and let them know that we've got a cave bear and 2 cubs within 90 feet of the camp.
Alright, so by this
Should
point...
we take care of that?
That scared me.
Well, at this point, you're all fairly awake.
I'm thankful it wasn't a wyvern.
No, it wasn't a wyvern. Shock says it could be dangerous, as much as I hate to go fight a bear, but I don't know. It might just leave.
Don't fight the bear.
Could I make like a nature check untrained?
To figure out what a bear would do?
Yeah,
Sure.
like maybe I read a book about it somewhere. Who knows?
Sure.
Yeah,
I could assist with that and do that as well. My goal is not to fight the bear. They have not done anything to attack us yet, and they are a creature of nature.
So, Lou, did you agree to it or no? I didn't hear you.
I said, yeah, sure.
Okay.
You know that bears are dangerous. Do you have training, Alwyn? In nature?
Yes, in nature.
So, you know that...
Explain it to him some more, kind of thing.
Yeah, bears are generally apex predator type creatures, eat meat, carnivores. They will attack if hungry, and definitely
With
having cubs, they are very much more aggressive. They can also
get them on our side.
Yeah, I mean, does anyone have animal training or animal handling?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I told you.
So you do know that
Does
bears
it have to be friendly, right? Before I can do any sort of bond? I thought that's what it says here for... I mean, I can speak with animals, too. Speak with animals, and I'm looking at beast bond specifically, though. It says friendly or charmed.
So
I don't know if she's friendly with cubs.
Yeah, you know that there are methods to training bears. It's harder when they are adults and in the wild, and it would probably be even harder because she has cubs and might not be as interested. Food might be a good way of gaining her trust, but again, she has cubs, so she's probably going to be much more... there's much more of a chance it could go poorly.
I would honestly say you'd be at a disadvantage because when they got their cubs with them, they're... dude, they're
super dominant, and
they're
and that's where I'd be
bears,
communicating that with you guys, that as long as they leave us alone, I'm very strongly pushing the rest of the crew here. I don't want to mess with this bear unless it poses a threat to us. She's just foraging for her young.
But what if I wanted a bear pet?
I will try to find you a stuffed bear in town.
Shock says bears aren't really pets.
They don't make good pets, especially an angry mother.
I look at Ophelia and I say,
Yes, just never been the right trainers.
You wouldn't want to get pooped out of a bear, would you? And I look at her and ask.
Wouldn't get pooped out of a bear.
I put my arm around Ophelia. Hey, I know you want to pet the bear and you want to meet the bear. There's other options. I will help you, but this isn't our option.
If you're looking for something just as aggressive, as the bear, I am right here. I'm literally just as aggressive.
Eldoin's
Makes a
gonna
good
pipe
point.
in and say, "My
Guys
previous."
talk and you know it's not the same. But okay.
Shock arches an
I
eyebrow at
appreciate your
that comment.
understanding, Ophelia. Let's
Look, if
go
you-
back to our watch here and let everybody settle down. I think we're gonna have a big day in the morning. Everything seems okay right now.
Eldoin's
I mean-
gonna pipe in my previous tribe, punching a bear is shown that it's a big sign of respect. He just turns to Elric.
To the bear?
He said punching a bear.
Yes,
Punching
is
a
it
bear.
respectful to the bear?
I run up and punch Elduin.
Wait, Elduin's a
Really?
bear?
Yeah, I think he's a bear. So I punch him.
Alright. Elduin, I guess you were punched.
Take 1d4.
Wait, I assume she's not punching him in the face, is
Like, yeah, violently. It's more of a playful. I have respect.
she?
Yeah.
Ah, she just jumps on him, starts clawing at him. Ah.
She
Wow.
legit wants to put everything she has into his chest, though. Like
Yeah.
into his fucking massive bicep or his massive pec muscle.
Oh,
She's
shit.
gonna give it everything she has.
What's your strength?
-1.
-1.
Alright, you do 0 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Because
Eldon's kind
Alan
of
chuckles
chuckles
slightly
and
and starts to walk back to where he was sitting watch, but does take the extra step to summon the Drake.
Alright, so your
the
Drake would
back go.
appear.
Still punched it.
Alright, so everyone's going back to bed then?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I get a good chuckle out of what just happened, and I go back to sleep.
So the evening passes without issue otherwise. Luckily the bear mother and cubs wander probably back into the mountain somewhere. At about... Who's on the late morning watch? Gale and Clank. So while you are on watch, the sun is rising. You think you hear some noise coming from the south, a little ways away from the group.
Alright.
Would I be a light enough sleeper in trance I could wake up to be of assistance or not?
It's not that much
Well-
noise. This is more like,
Okay.
yeah, small amount.
Gale, you hear that?
It sounds like someone
I
might be yelling in the distance.
Somebody's getting mauled by that bear.
Should we look?
You don't think it's an
We need to be
attack.
quiet.
It sounds more like marching orders being yelled, or maybe someone's being yelled at. You don't understand the language.
Is it Goblin?
It's hard. Well, what's your passive perception?
14.
So it might be goblin. It's hard to say. It's kind of far away.
Indistinguishable at that distance.
Yeah. I'm not your hubba.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Gale, do we wake people up or let them pass? Or do we
Let them
check it out
pass.
ourselves?
Yeah, I mean you're pretty far into the valley. If you wanted to go see what it was, you'd have to go to the south a bit and look out.
I say we just let them pass.
Sounds good.
Okay. In the distance, you might see that group with the slaves again. It might be that same one, but this time they're heading back to the east. So they're taking them somewhere. You think you're too far away to see how many slaves, but it looks like that same group you saw in the evening.
I have a sneaking suspicion it's
Night
this
mining.
one place that we can see right at the tips of.
Just
Yeah.
the tips.
Well, it seems
Just the tips.
people are moving to the east, so something important must be happening in the east.
Alright, so it is now
But we
the
should tell everybody when they wake up.
Yeah, so it is now the 10th of fall at 9 a.m. when the whole group awakens to a new day. What do you want to do?
Stretch and piss.
I'll tell the party what Gale and I saw in the morning, and emphasize that we'll say, something's in the east. We might investigate east.
sus.
Shock nods. He says, I don't know if we want to go around the mountains past that tower. We might want to find a path through.
Yes, I
I
do
like that
agree.
idea, Shock.
We've come so close. And you just see Elric just looks disappointed.
There could be more to gain, sir. We know what the entrance of this cave looks like, but I do believe it would be imperative for us to gather as much information as possible. It's going to be a short, steep trek, but I feel like we could cross the mountains towards our
Alright.
east and investigate. What do you feel?
No, I if that's what you think is best, this is why you were hired.
What does the
I'm-
rest of the group think? I hesitate to go in the cave without having all of the information. We're very likely to get ourselves into a very rough battle going straight to the cave. I feel like we could investigate to the east. It seems
Yeah.
like they're moving those miners in at night.
Mm-hmm.
My
Moving them in the morning. Yeah. Yeah.
We need to at
Let's
least
find
see
some
where they're
easy
taking the
paths.
miners.
if you
I don't know much about this.
If you remember the original plan, Alwyn was to use guerrilla warfare to attack smaller roving parties. But I guess gathering more intel a different way works just as well.
Well, I think we should try to free those people. If nothing else, maybe they could be of use to us, Shock says.
That's what I want to do. Ophelia stomps her foot.
Cool,
Looks
let's do
looks like the boss has spoken, Shock says, giving Ophelia a wink.
Eldwin
let's
is to
go.
say, Eldwin is just gonna like stand
Shock
up.
goes and looks back at him.
Her word is final.
All right. So to pathfind
If you don't listen.
to pathfind through these mountains again is going to be athletics DC 10.
Oh my God, you're gonna kill me.
I have not been trained for this.
Literally sick for.
Elric, this is how you climb.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use a Kenku recall to give myself advantage.
There you go.
I'm gonna
Okay.
use
Elduin.
one of Matt's Kenku recalls.
You already rolled. You
Elduin,
can't.
is this the proper footing? Am I doing it properly? Because I'm climbing.
All right. Does Alwyn have any type of advantage to
Mountainous
nature? You have mountainous terrain. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you advantage on this then for athletics if it's to mountainous terrain. That would make sense. So yeah, you're knowing your way around in the mountains. You're better at pathfinding. And give me a survival check.
I get that's
Yeah.
just no.
Okay.
But I have canny though. Double an ability check for the chosen skill.
Double?
It's expertise.
Yep, it's expertise.
Yeah.
So you double your proficiency bonus.
Which would
Yeah,
be
okay, two
2.
skill proficiency,
So-
double
plus
for an
4.
ability check using
So
chosen
it's
skill.
22. So yeah, a couple of hours of travel finds you a path through the mountains.
Secret
okay.
tunnel. Secret
Uh,
tunnel.
I knew I was gonna hear that
Through
again
the
tonight.
mountains.
Well, not into the,
Secret,
not
secret,
through the
secret.
mountains. You're still climbing a bunch. Ophelia, unfortunately, you would get some exhaustion. But
I'm the leader.
you find a way through and out onto the other side.
Is it
At the-
daytime now? Would we have higher vision? Okay. Thank
Well,
you.
now that you're out, you do. You find
Okay, now
some
that
more
the days
vision.
broke.
And it looks like in the distance you see more
Yes.
ogres.
Oh,
Chunky
Mighty
boys.
big ogres there, eh?
Are they close enough we would see a head count?
What's your passive perception? High
15
I'm
there, eh?
14, 15's the highest.
15. Looks like there are 3 of them in the hills there.
let's kill
Oh,
it.
you can call themselves hill giants there, eh?
They don't seem like they're paying much attention. Several of them are just laying in the grass. The other one looks like he's chasing a butterfly.
Yeah, let's kill him.
You are eager to get yourself ready and covered in blood, aren't you?
Let's kill him.
Do we want to move in and take them out?
The party at all?
I just start walking towards him. Let's kill him.
Just out in the open.
Yeah, let's kill him.
I stop Nate. I stop Elric. Sir, if you wait just a second, if we're going to go after them, please allow me to go first and give an opening salvo.
Oh, yes, sure. Of course.
What does the rest of the group think? Are you with me?
You two seem eager to get yourself killed, and
That
I
does
kind
not
of
seem like a good idea to me.
Oh,
Like a butterfly.
Shaka, I assume, would stay at the camp if that's okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Elric, are you sure this is what we want to do? I feel like we're so close to heading to the southeast here. You hired me for a job, and this is my job,
fine.
sir.
It's yeah. And then I just put my hands up and just walk. And we don't gotta do
I
it.
pat
we
you
kill the
consolingly on the
ogres?
shoulder as you go by. In due time,
Where-
sir, in due time.
Just cross my arms and keep walking and mumbling.
All right, so you're gonna just head east then across the field.
I think we're trying to go southeast, right? Towards.
Well, remember the tower is here, so
so we do need to skirt it.
the tower is probably more likely to notice you than those ogres who are completely like oblivious right now. Still, if you roll bad enough, they might still see you.
Okay, yeah.
So
we'll try to go like.
Sneak by ogres.
yeah, give me a stealth check or checks.
Watch that.
Advantage.
I hope
Dude,
you're ready
I'm
for
gonna
this.
fucking.
This
is
one.
about to
got
be-
this.
Mwah. Ophelia's got this. She's a stealth expert. Let's guiding bolt.
Ophelia?
Ignore
Let's
that.
guiding bolt.
that is guiding bolt.
All right.
You just stand up a flare.
So yeah, you guiding bolt one of
Almost
them.
got me.
No, so yeah, you sneak past. They are completely enamored with butterflies and sleeping right now, so they don't even notice you. You get into these hills over here, which covers the group better. Where do you want to go from here?
Are we tracking Fae Fiends or undead?
No.
No.
Okay.
We could head south from
Actually,
here. It looks like there's trees
Yeah.
to the south of us that would give us cover as we're trying to decide what or discern what has gone on and where those miners went this morning.
If we use the
Cool.
forest for cover,
Can we
Okay.
like look and see if there's any
North or
markings in
south?
the area so we know
Yeah,
where they
that's
went?
a good idea.
In this area, in the hills, it doesn't look like there's much in the way of like tracks or anything up here. Like I said, most of the trail seemed to be where this dotted
Yeah.
line is.
When we were passing by that area, could we have checked it out?
Like looking for tracks.
Yeah.
The tracks would probably
Knew
go
where
by
they were
the
taken.
tower.
So there,
Maybe.
you would guess there are probably patrols going through there fairly often, as there are a lot of tracks on the that down grass. It's hard to say if any of those are prisoners. I guess give me a survival check, DC 25,
Oh my god. I can.
because of all the tracks, makes it almost impossible to discern.
Can I do a guidance?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I can do it if I hit a guidance. Yeah. All right. Nope.
Yeah, and you're at
Nailed it.
disadvantage anyway. So yeah, it's hard to say if the prisoners went up that way. You do notice that one of the trails does seem to go into the woods as well. So
Okay.
they could
I
be in
propose
there.
we go south and check
All right.
carefully.
All right.
South,
I trust
east.
Elwyn.
Okay, so you're heading
Got him at
south
disadvantage.
into the woods. As you get in the woods, you start to hear what sounds like noise is coming from the south, maybe digging noises. And you come upon a wall of some kind.
Can I touch the wall? How close is the wall?
You see in the distance through the trees what appears to be a wall made of wooden or large logs.
How tall is the wall?
Probably about 10 feet.
Is there an orange man on top
I
of the
grab
wall?
Eldwin.
Eldwin, yeah, Eldwin, I need your help.
to be at the wall, and then I want to climb Eldwin and look over.
So you're going to approach the wall?
Yes, Eldon will help Ophelia scan. Like,
Can I scan the surroundings first before I just approach it?
You hear noise coming from within the large wooden wall. You can't see past it, but as you get closer, you notice that there is a watchtower that extends above the wall, about 15 feet in height, so about 5 feet over the wall, and it has a guard up there. Again, looks like he has a horn on his, hanging around his neck, and he's just kind of looking around, like, kind of bored looking.
Still light cover?
Well,
Yeah, light cover from the tower.
I immediately pull back and go relay that, being quiet.
Okay, so here I'll. Now, did you sneak closer to take a better look? Well, everyone sees this, unless someone snuck in closer.
Oh, no, I don't want to sneak any closer. I stop.
Okay. So yeah, you can all kind of see this in the distance.
Ophelia knows she is not sneaky.
Yeah. So you're probably about 200 feet from the wall right now. This might be some kind of encampment.
Is the tower directly directly south of us? Like if we came towards the wall, that tower is mounted on the wall or within the barricade?
It's within, so it's behind the wall.
Okay.
In fact, it looks like it's on the south side of the wall, so it's on the opposite end of the camp as you are approaching from. If that makes sense.
Are my services needed again?
Is there any sounds coming through? You said digging sounds, right?
Yeah, it sounds like shovels and picks.
Well, should we break in? Should we just scout?
I mean, we need to take care of anyone who has a
fight.
We need to take care of anyone who has a signal horn first. That way they can't call for reinforcements.
I nudge Clank. This might be where your shiny rocks are, buddy.
Do we have any magic to help with that?
Too?
You garbled, Clank.
What did you say?
Oh, do we have any magic to help with the alarms?
I mean,
anyone have the silence spell?
My magic is for killing.
Well, yeah, maybe we move forward and figure out how to take this fort. It looks.
Eldwin, how stealthy are you? Do you think we could get closer and I could get on your back and look over the wall?
How tall is the wall, Lou?
How
the
tall?
Wall is
10
10
feet
Eldwin's
high.
7 at the top of his head, right?
Yeah, 7'4".
So there would be more than enough for me to get my nose and my eyes over the top of the wall to do a little peeky poo.
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
Do you want
to? Gale preparing for an attack is just going to pull out a vial and pop
That's a good
the
idea.
cup and take his strength mutagen.
Okay.
Anybody
Ray.
else need to do anything to prepare for a fight?
Ray, stay here for a second. If we go forward, I want you to stay back. So
Hold on, let me see what my emboldening bond. If it's 10 minutes, I'm
Really
gonna
dead?
cast it. I gotta double check.
Wait, what'd you say? Did somebody say something?
My emboldening bond, I'm trying to remember how long it lasts for. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. I cast emboldening bond on Alduin and Alwyn.
Okay.
let's see, volume looking at minor illusion. So
I'm
see if I
ready
could
to
screen
go.
myself at the wall.
And what
Sure,
it's
buddy.
a little lightning symbol thingy is? Oh, we're not even there yet. Never mind.
Well, do you want to approach? Do you want to send
Yes.
someone to scout? What do you want to do?
Eldwin, I
Both of these
propose we go
bonds,
forward
go for
and
them.
peek.
I'll
I'm
do
pretty
what I can.
sound
I appreciate your help,
or
sir.
stealthy.
Would you be against me climbing on your shoulders to get vantage point over the wall?
Hmm. You see, Elduin is just kind of like contemplating uncomfortably, but nonetheless, he'll reluctantly agree. Yes.
We have rope and grappling hook to get over wall.
Would you prefer that, Eldwin? I don't want to show any disrespect, sir.
Let's try the rope.
I'll take the rope, yep. Clank,
Okay.
may I have some rope and a grapple so I can peek over the wall?
Yeah, and I'll. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm next to y'all. I'm just a little. I'm doing like 5 foot back. That's all.
All right. So, you are approaching quietly, Alwyn.
Correct.
Give me a stealth check. All right. So you're coming up quietly up on this wall. So far, as you get closer, you definitely hear sounds of digging now. It's very clear. And do you speak
talking?
Do you speak Goblin?
Yes, sir.
You would hear what sounds like some voices in the camp speaking Goblin. Nothing of much relevance to you. They might be talking about like a hunting party that they're waiting for to come back or something.
Okay.
So maybe that
Definitely
is of some
keeping
relevance.
my ears attuned to it. Yeah, definitely.
You would
like,
see the
training
tower,
to listen.
by the way, is over here. You can't really see it in the
Oh, I need
black,
to
but
zoom out. Can you ping again? Just
yeah,
I
it's
had
over
the
here.
zoomed weight. Okay.
But yeah, so far no one seems to have noticed your actions.
Okay.
Is it is the wall big enough to walk on?
No, it's spiky at the top.
Oh,
So you think it might injure you if you try to climb over it? It's like
I just want to climb
pointy.
up the wall and try to get eyes over the top of it. Like looking between the points, basically, keeping my head as low as possible, pull my hood up. I would like to approach the wall and use
you like a grappling hook?
Yeah, I took the grapple hook and rope from Clank.
So you could definitely do that, but a grappling hook might alert someone.
Too much of a clunk, even with the mining going on.
Oh, someone might just notice. It would be a stealth check. So if you're confident in your stealthing abilities, then you could try it.
it's pretty sneaky.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay. So give me another stealth check as you move up to the
F
wall.
me now.
Nice.
I don't know if I even need to roll my.
Look, I mean, we're here playing D&D. He's over here playing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right. So you come over to the side of the wall, and you're gonna take a look inside. Give me one moment to set up what you see.
Oh, see, I'm guessing this is selective to me.
Right now I'm showing everyone just so they're not bored.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
But a 20 a 29's nice, but it still doesn't beat my 46.
42.
42.
42.
Yeah,
Now you're
don't give yourself too much.
don't
credit there.
inflate your numbers.
He's inflating it, yeah.
6 inches among friends.
No.
Well,
Okay. So
Lou's just
you
taking a second to put 300 hobgoblins in the camp.
climb
Yeah.
up, taking a look,
Okay.
Oh,
and you would see a good amount of hobgoblins. Oh, this guy's up on the tower here. A good amount
What's
of
that, tower?
hobgoblins
Okay.
in this area, and you would see a bunch of humans in this hole digging. If you're peeking over, you don't
Can we
think
see
you've been
one
noticed.
gate to the very south? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes. So the gate or the seeming entrance is to the south. Yes.
Okay, I promptly drop back down and report my findings to the rest of the group. It looks
Alright.
like we've got an opening into this barricade or compound from the south. There was a 2, 3.
Yeah, the tower.
There
to
was
the
some
south, right?
hobgoblins on the ground, and there was one in the tower. He didn't seem very alert. There's a bunch of humans mining in a hole down here, and I would really like to help those humans out. I hate to see any sort of slavery or forced work.
Should we hop over the fence or rush through the front gate?
Over the fence, of course, Clink.
So
That
as
top of
Then
that
I think
fence
that's our
was
plan.
very sharp. It's going to be very difficult for us to get over that fence without getting hurt. The top of that is very sharp.
I can Misty step through it, but
I
Are
can
there-
climb.
So as you're doing this, having this discussion, you think you hear some noises to the southwest of the
Southeast.
camp. There might be some
Southeast?
southeast. There might be some movement over there.
God, it's Cocaine Bear.
It's Cocaine Bear. He's found us.
I propose we move around the edge of this and see what the noise is. I don't
Cool.
feel like there would be a good way for us to get through in mass, and I would hate to see my employer mist walk through the wall and get slaughtered.
Cool.
Okay.
Slaughtered.
So you're heading to try to check out the noise?
To the southeast, moving carefully around the edge of that. I don't know. Got made fun of. What is it? Compound? It's not a barricade. People make fun of me.
Barricade.
Camp.
Barricade. All right.
Some
Round
kind
the
of
10-foot
camp.
wall.
Give me some stealth checks, as I assume you're trying to do this quietly. Or you could just go. It's up to you. Oh, well, you might just be going.
We might just be going. 7'2"
I gotta
doesn't
do
do
it
well
too.
in the wall, in the woods.
Wait, what are we doing? I thought you said you asked for stealth checks.
Yeah, but Elduin's making some noise.
Bonked
So
his head on a branch.
as you're moving through the forest towards the sound, you come upon a bunch of orcs that look like they may have been pursuing a hunt of some kind. Unfortunately, they would see you as you're moving in, and one of them yells something. So let me do initiatives.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Hey, I was taking care
Oh,
of
you're
a dog.
rolling your own initiatives. You don't need
I was
ours yet.
taking care of a dog. and-
Roboto, Mr. Roboto.
Turn your head for 1 sec, and everything is rolling initiatives.
Oh,
There you
god
go.
damn.
Can you go bonus then action, or does it have to be action then bonus?
Any order you want.
Okay.
I
Damn it,
literally
Alduin.
I turn around. Wait, do we
I
have to
don't
roll
even
stealth?
roll.
I
didn't roll
gotta.
stealth.
Mind your
No,
noggin,
it-
Elduin. Them
it doesn't
branches
matter.
are low hanging for you.
You were kind of
Whoa.
coming in close to the orcs, and they heard you. You couldn't cover for each other.
Whoa,
23.
Whoa. I got a crit fail. It's a 3 though.
On
there's
what?
2
Pretty
crit.
good.
Well, you can't roll your stealth yet. Your tokens aren't even out yet.
Whoa.
Oh, you're talking about your. Oh, I see what you're talking
The
about.
group stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
rolled. Oh
definitely
yeah.
Alduin. It's still definitely Alduin's fault though. That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
to
still definitely Elduin of all people. Yeah.
200%.
I'm the
agree.
TPK, guys.
Yeah, yes you are. You're the one getting us all killed. God damn it.
The
Get.
second
Fuck,
time.
every Tuesday you pull this shit.
This is why I gave Ophelia the health potion and not you.
You in the bathroom?
Oh, he's
Or
in the
no.
Gallery?
I'm in my
He's in
living
his
room.
closet.
No, I'm actually in my living room right now because there is the people who I've been watching their dog just took out both of ours as a thank you. So,
Oh,
Oh my god.
They killed your dog?
yes, they
Took 'em
killed
out.
them both.
And you said thank you?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
All right,
Get
so
it
there
done.
are 6 orcs here. Most
I'll
of them
take
look
it.
normal, but one of them looks a little different.
Like he's roided out or something?
I'll show you in a moment.
Orc.
Howard worked his lives. He worked his
Yeah. Sweet. What
do you
Damn.
Oh,
Not
Looks
it
like-
does look very different.
Looks like some kind of shaman. But yeah, there is
We're
a
gonna go out on St. Patty's Day.
Dude.
yell in
You're not gonna have
Orcish. Does anyone speak Orcish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing, one of them has a horn.
See ya.
Oh.
Oh shit.
This guy here. So give me initiative rolls. Yeah, it looks like he's going to blow the horn, but let's see how
Come on,
initiative
sweet
goes.
baby. Yeah.
This guy right here.
Yeah, the one with the wrench on him.
What
Damn
the
wrenchy horn.
fuck?
Well, I hope I beat him.
God damn.
Remember, Ophelia, you have disadvantage to your initiative because of the
I
exhaustion.
wanted to send the results this
So
roll
what, I
to
gotta
the
roll
turn
again?
marker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll again and take the lower one. Make sure your tokens are highlighted before you roll initiative or it won't record them.
Oh, okay.
Poor Ophelia Bedelia. Wait, never mind. Look at that.
Ah, I got the same! Ah!
There you go.
What am I doing
Ophelia
wrong here? I
Bedelia.
clicked.
Ophelia
Oh,
Bedelia.
pointer, select. There we go. Okay, sorry. Noob.
I don't see... Oh, there you are. Okay. So the first act is going to be Clank.
Oh, no shit. Alright,
That-
well, in that
Drop
case,
him like K-Fed.
I am throwing a
Bird
cube
galore.
out. Let's see how many people I could get. Whoopsies.
What are you casting?
Fairy fire. 20
Alright.
cube.
So
Can you pop
you
Ray for me?
chant throwing a fairy fire at them.
Oh, shit.
So they have to make dex saves.
Trying to link it.
No, I'm
Uh,
glad you that, Alwyn. I keep forgetting I gotta pull out
Yeah,
my
you've
damn
got your owl, and I've
My
got
owl.
my Drake.
my spectral owl. I gotta find him. I don't see him.
Oh, yeah, you should probably pull out your Drake as well and make sure he's on the initiative tracker under you. Which, you
okay.
just roll initiative and change his initiative to one under yours. Okay, so the first orc sees the explosion of color trying to dive out of the way. 17 would make it, so he is safe. Second one. Nope, he completely fails and is covered in fairy fire. The odd-looking one, the shaman. Let's see. Dex save. He would make
you
it,
got it.
so he is okay. And the guy with the horn, who was about to blow it, now there's a poof of color, and he is lit up. Anything else, Clank? Concentration and 1 minute timer, please.
Can I try to find the tree behind me?
Yeah, if you want to use athletics, you can try to climb.
Cool.
So go ahead and make an athletics check.
Trying.
Alright, so yeah, you do pretty good and manage to scale up at half speed. So you can mark yourself as
15 feet.
being 15 feet above the ground. Ophelia, you act next.
Alright, I'm moving 30 feet over to there.
Okay.
I am. Boop, boop. I got plans, man. Don't worry. Cast silence on the guy about to blow the horn.
Ooh, Ooh.
Alright, so you chant summoning magical energies as the area is encased in a silence spell. Go ahead and place the 20-foot radius where you want the silence to be.
Ooh, I got a 20-foot radius. Oops, did not mean to click that. Choo. Holy shit, okay. How do I move it? Oh, there we go.
Alright, anything else?
Yeah. Okay. And then as my bonus action, I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Alright.
Also targeting the guy with
Oh,
the
you
horn.
cannot do that. You can't cast 2 spells in a round. Unless one of them's a cantrip. At least with a
Oh,
bonus
it's a
action.
bonus action. It says it's a bonus action.
Yeah, I mean the one of them, if you do it with cantrips or with a bonus action, one of the spells has to be a cantrip. You can't do like a bonus action and an action spell on the same turn. So if you have a like a cantrip, you could throw that if you cast or if you cast something as a bonus action, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. And silence is a regular action, so I don't get my bonus action spell, even though it is a bonus action. Huh?
No.
Aw, that would have been fucking. That would have been fucking dope, dude. I had a plan.
He sounds
Hold
like
on.
he's being very passive aggressive.
Man, I was gonna fucking be dropping some shit.
Alright, well,
Alright,
you are out of time.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
So the Eye of Groomsh, it looks like he goes to say something in Orcish and seems confused. He is going to use his bonus action to make a check of some kind. Okay. And he is going to move here and figure out there is no silence here by making noises, at which point he is going to cast a spell. So he begins chanting. And you would see magical energies engulfing 3 of his allies as he puts a bless spell on them. So 1. Oh, he tries to put a bless spell on them.
It failed.
And then he is concentrating. I think that's it for him.
Ophelia, who'd you give Emboldening Bone to again?
Gale. Oh, yeah.
Alduin and Alwyn.
Alright. I'm going to... Still don't like that guy is still carrying a horn, and if he's smart enough, and make a check. I'm going to... Actually, this is probably pretty good, because I'll get resistance to all damage types. Blessing of the Raven Queen, up to 30 feet.
Alright, you're going to poof forward.
Yep, right there. Gain resistance to all damage types for a round. And then 5, 10, 15 with my sword, make an attack against him.
Alright, you charge right in as he's drawing his weapon, or as he's about to blow the horn, attempting to stab him.
24.
Yeah, 24 will strike.
Doing...
Slashing him for 11 points of damage, which wounds him.
And then... Just have to mark that down.
Oh, he does have fairy fire, so you can crit fish if you want.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so no. So you stab him for 11. Anything else?
The bonus action for bless. Nope, that will be it.
All right. This orc here is going to growl at you, kind of distracted from the horn. He tries to roar, making no noise. Draws his great axe and is gonna go crazy. But luckily you jump back, avoiding the slash. This one, seeing a possible target, is going to move in around you. Also with his great axe. With the flank attack. And he gets to add 1d4. 16, 17 versus AC?
19.
Why does it say you're 14? Weird. Alright,
always
so
have this
you
problem.
jump out of the way. I'll win.
Okay,
Fortune
I
was the
move to here. And can Ray come along with me, or does Ray moves after me?
She goes after you.
Okay. um.
Yeah, you want to change her initiative to 9.16. Whenever you get a chance.
And I'm not sure how to do that, actually.
Just click on her initiative and then manually edit it.
Yeah, you should be able to click on it in the turn order.
9.16.
Yeah, and that'll put her below you.
Okay. So I step forward to that point, pull out my bow.
Okay, so
Because I have to mark after I fire, right? Or do I mark and then fire?
whatever order you want to do it in, but generally it's better to mark first, because then if you hit, you get extra damage.
Okay, so I will spells mark and fire.
So
bow.
it looks like you had a sword in your hand. Did you drop that to pull out your bow?
No, I was trying to do the emboldening bond and I clicked on the wrong thing, I think.
Yeah, so this is for a bow. The emboldening bond is the book one. So this one. Yeah, so you pull out your bow and you're taking a shot
at him.
Alright, so as he's coming up behind your ally, you fire at him.
Yes.
Yeah, 21 will strike him as the arrow hits him in the back. And did you say you marked him as well?
Yep, marked and then shot. So mark of, yeah, I think I posted that. Yeah, hunter's mark.
You have to click on the actual spell to spend the spell slot.
Okay.
Or you can just manually minus it.
Let's see, it doesn't manually click like that. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage for the longbow.
Okay. Core, bow, strike with favored foe. So, and then favored foe. So I add a 1d4.
You can't do that and Hunter's Mark, I don't think.
The favored foe's doesn't have, from what I'm seeing here, doesn't have any sort of an action to it, and the mark
It's concentration.
It's yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna lose your mark if you favored foe, basically.
Okay. Disregard the favored foe. Stay with the hunter's mark.
Alright, so you do 8 points of damage to this guy. As an arrow strikes him in the back, and he is also wounded. Anything else?
Nope, the mark was my bonus action, bow was primary action.
Alright, so your Drake, you didn't give him a command, so I think you can move him and have him dodge, right?
Yeah, no.
After Drake, can the owl go? Because I forgot. Well, no, I didn't forget. It's at 13.13. That's all.
Yeah, he can go after the Drake.
Okay.
Okay, Drake moves 40. Oops. Okay, and dodge.
Alright, so Markham is dodging. The owl goes.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
Fucking owl.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
He's gonna go 30, so right here, and then he's gonna fly up 30.
Okay, so he's 30 feet up.
Now, what does the 30 up look like? I forget.
It's the elevation with the wing, so it's this.
Wing.
It's like a distance above the ground. It looks like
Yeah.
it's floating in the air.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
Okay.
that's not right then. So this was the
Yeah.
one I was trying to screen capture, but it didn't. Oh yeah, it did post in the chat. Never mind.
Yep.
Sorry.
Alright, so that is it for the owl. This orc is going to try to bum rush the guy who ran up to them, so he just runs up grabbing his axe as well. So two-handed weapon in his hand, he swings down. Ooh, 23 is probably going to connect.
Yep.
So you are cut. Luckily, you do have damage resistance right now. So you only take 7 slashing instead of 14, as the shielding of the Raven Queen protects you.
Nice.
This guy here, who is unhappy about that fairy fire, is going to go 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, and then he's going to use aggressive to rush up and engage Ophelia. Because he can't get to Clank up in the tree. Luckily, you block as he comes in for the swing. Elduin.
I'm just gonna do some measurements real quick. Yep, that can work. So I'm gonna move over here. Then Elduin's gonna take out a javelin and he's going to try to chuck it at this orc right here.
Alright, the one that got shot with the arrow.
Yep.
Okay. You
Alright.
pull a javelin off your back, hurling it down at that guy. He would have some cover from the tree. But 22 will hit him.
Alrighty.
So he is impaled on the javelin. And he goes down.
Nice.
Anything
work.
else?
Was that the hornblower or no?
I nod.
No, the hornblower is over here.
Okay, sorry.
I nod in
Lost
respect to
down there.
Eldwin on that throw.
Alright, that is for you, Eldwin.
Yep, that's it.
Alright, this orc here is going to run in for the flank. Drawing his great axe. It's great.
It's
Tony the tiger.
Oh, what a bad roll. 11.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't hit even with the bless, so now that completely misses. Elric, bottom of the round.
Alright. Take my movement to here. And going to go ahead. Bonus action. There it is. Hex at 2nd level. And
On
I'm going
which
to put
one?
it on this one right here.
Okay, the one to the south
The-
is marked.
The check is going to be disadvantage to Dex.
Alright, so that is a first level spell slot and concentration.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and put the con on, and then I'm going to also where's it at? Con, and then Eldritch Blast, the same one.
Alright, ooh, now that is gonna fly past him.
Yeah.
You would yell in Orcish, get the back line!
Yeah, I am my turn.
Alright, new round, Clank up in the tree. Are you muted?
Like rave music, man. Yeah, he might be muted.
Sorry,
Matt.
I would want to shoot at this guy back here. What sort of cover is that?
Probably light cover from the trees.
Cool.
Plus, you're probably better off shooting for him because I'm also right here.
I'm yeah, shooting at that guy.
The one who has the horn, right?
Yo,
Alright, what are you shooting at him with?
Lightning launcher. At advantage.
Yeah, because he is. Wait,
Fairy
is he
fired,
fairy
right?
fired? I don't. Yeah, he is. Okay.
This one is. Yep.
So yeah, you would strike him with an 18.
I'm tossing the extra d6 on that one.
All right.
Nice.
He is electrocuted as he goes down.
Nice
I will
one.
yell to Gale to grab the horn.
All right. Anything else for you,
That'll be all.
Ophelia?
I got a question here. If I cast spiritual weapon with this dude up on my face, is it a disadvantage?
Nope. It's not a ranged attack. It's a weapons. It's a spell attack, but it's not ranged.
Right.
So you chant casting spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Fuck it, man. That's what I want to do. Yeah.
All right.
And it's gonna be on the shaman.
All right. A spiritual weapon comes into existence here. And it does a spell attack against him. Spend a level 2 spell slot and give yourself the 1-minute timer. As
what do
yeah,
I do for the timer again?
just the stopwatch. It's like 3 rows down on the markings.
Okay, stopwatch, and then what do I do for a minute timer?
It's just 10 rounds minus 1 per round.
So I'd put a 9 over it.
No, you just choose it. It'll automatically.
It's already set for 10 rounds.
Yeah, it's set for a minute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So go ahead and give me a spell attack for your spiritual weapon.
17.
That will strike. So give me a damage roll. 8 force. All right. He is smacked, forcing him to roll a con save. Anything else?
I also would like to.
Yeah, he holds
Now
a spell.
that happens, you hear, because that's my bonus action. My main action, I can throw a cantrip, right? Now that I did that.
Yes.
So you hear a big bell, dong. Maybe you don't, because I can put it right inside here. But I'm targeting the shaman dude again. He's pissing me off.
Alright, so he makes a con save. Or wait, no, wisdom save. 11 would fail, so he takes what?
1d12.
Oh, 1 point.
Oh no!
Alright, so he's slightly withered by the little dinner bell that rang. Alright, so he goes.
He needs to make another.
There's so many hoops I normally jump through to do nothing.
Oh, con save, yeah. Could disrupt him, you never know. It does not, though. Close. He is going to now chant at you, Ophelia. Or actually, you know what? Yeah, no, he... Well, yeah. Who's he gonna do this to? So... You're concentrating on a spell, I believe, Alwyn.
Alwyn. Yes, sir.
Alright, so...
it was the mark.
Oh, so am I. I guess
So make sure you
sound
mark yourselves as a
concentration,
concentrating, yeah. So it would be this mark. So he is going to cast a spell at... You look less armored, Alwyn. He's going to target you. So he chants as a spectral spear appears and goes flying at you.
Oh, no.
It doesn't roll very well, though. He's not blessed, so... 13, I believe, misses you. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And then...
Where the hell is that?
he is gonna come running up here and stab at Gal with a two-handed spear attack. Unfortunately for him, he would miss. Gale.
Duck, dodge, dip, and dive.
Duck, dip, dive, dodge, duck, dip, and dive.
Just do the Dark Souls roll.
Pretty much.
They're all swinging at you. Roll.
Of all these people, who looks the worst?
Big ass thigh slappers.
None of them. They all. I mean, the shaman looks a little tired, but the two orcs are at full.
All right.
The shaman is more heavily armored than the other orcs. They have hide armor, whereas he has actual armor on. I think he has splint. Ringmail.
I'm gonna turn to this guy down here, and I'm gonna slash at him.
Alright. So you go in for an attack. Yeah.
15.
Yeah, 15 would land a hit. Doing how much?
Doing 12 slashing.
Alright, so he is struck for 12.
And then I am going to pull out a dagger and shove it in his side.
Alright, you use a bonus action to attack with your offhand.
For a total of 19.
Yeah, 19 will strike.
Can't wait to be level 4 and get that feat. Doing an additional 3 points of damage.
Alright, he would go down. Oh. Anything else?
Then I am going to... Actually, I can't do anything else. That is all. I mean, I can move, but...
Alright, the owl, 30 feet up.
Yeah. He's going to... yeah. Okay, he's going to move here. And then from here... yeah, okay, he can do that. Oh, wait. Yes, he can still do that. All right, so he's gonna do the help action. He's gonna move there, and then from here, he can move back here.
So he has to spend
60. In total, that was 60.
So he has to spend 20 feet to go down. What's the move? So 40. I think he would have to end next to the orc because you have to spend an extra 20 feet to go down. Because remember, he's up at 30 feet.
Yeah, you're right. So he would be at what elevation now?
Well, he's at 30 feet right now. If you want him to go down, he'd have to go down to 10 feet to be able to distract them.
But what I'm saying is he wouldn't be able to go back up any?
No. And he would have to end next to the orc.
Yeah, that's no fun. So from right here, you know what? We'll put him over. Oh, not right there. We'll put him right here, hovering.
Just at 30.
At 30, yeah.
All right. That orc is dead. That one is dead. Alwyn.
Is this thingy in front of me? I can move through it.
Yeah, it looks like it's insubstantial, so you could just move through it.
Okay. So then I'm going to move the 25 feet. Actually, I'm going to move the... Can I attack diagonal?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move the 30 feet there. I want to keep the lane open for Clank. Move the 30 feet there.
Mm-hmm.
And then... does it... I don't know what the timer does, but with the Hunter's Mark, if the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use it on a new creature that I could move it from the one that was
Yeah, you
killed.
can. I think as a bonus action, you can switch marks.
So it really does this. I mean, it doesn't matter. You still use the bonus action regardless, whether you're removing it or adding it to someone new. So.
Well, you probably
I
don't want to
will-
use another spell because that's a spell slot to use it.
Even recasting.
Yeah. Well, you don't. Yeah, you don't want to recast it because that would be another
Target.
spell. So
So
you
you
probably
do just use the reallocate.
yeah, reallocating would be a much better resource usage because spells are once a day.
Okay. Okay, so I will reallocate the hunter's mark to the leader.
Alright.
And
He is marked with your energies.
and then attack him with the longsword.
Alright, so you use a
Or short sword, sorry.
you use a item interaction to pull out your short sword, but no, you would slip a little and completely miss. Anything else?
Watch your footing there.
Yeah,
Bonus action's gone, right?
yeah, because you had to use it to move the mark.
So there's really nothing else I can do then.
Okay. So the Drake, you can have him move and dodge again.
Is that's a straight action to have him do anything else?
It would take your bonus action to give him a command.
Okay, and bonus action was already used to mark targets, so yeah. She's gonna. Could she go the? She can go 40.
Yeah.
Oops. Measure 40. Yep.
So you basically can reposition her, and she could dodge if you don't give her a command.
Yeah, I don't have any way to command her with everything being spent, correct? So
Yeah.
then dodge.
Okay, so that is it for her. That orc is dead. This one is not. So he is going to once again try to swing at Ophelia. Luckily, she has a pretty good armor. And yeah, you would block again as you keep your shield steadily in front of you. Elduin.
So I'm gonna hang on a sec. I'm gonna move over here. Then I'm gonna go spooky rage mode.
Alright, you begin your rage. Go ahead and mark yourself and spend one of your rages.
Yep, hang on a sec. There we go. Raging and down one. And after that, he's going to take a swing with his great axe at this orc.
Alright, you have advantage because he is still marked with fairy fire.
Come on, big whammies.
Yes, 17 would strike him.
Alright.
Cutting into him for 10. Oh, he is badly wounded. Well, he's wounded, not badly, but yeah, he's definitely wounded.
And because I hit him, that activates Ancestral Protectors. Pretty much giving him a disadvantage on any other creature besides me, and if he continues to still attack with his disadvantage, the other creature has resistance for any damage they make. Now on my turn.
Got it. All right. So this other orc goes. He's going to circle around to get flank on your. Oh, that's not good. 25 would crit Gale. And you don't have damage resist anymore, right? You there, Gale?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
So you take 25 damage.
Oh.
From
So he's
a
still alive.
critical hit, which I think downs you.
Downs me.
Oh, so he catches you off guard, giving you a nasty cut, and Gale would go down. Elric.
All right. Jeez. Yeah, let's take some movement here. Move right here. And, I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action move my hex to this guy.
Okay, so you transfer your hex over to that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Phew, so as he's cutting into Gale, you throw in Eldritch. Oh, crit. So he is caught off guard as you blast him for 14 from behind. Oh, he
Or
is
karma blast.
Behind.
he is
Karma.
near death.
You also
Oh,
get your
wait.
hex damage, right?
Yeah, I was about to say.
He
hex.
is dead.
Yay, and I gain some temp points, health points.
All right. That it for you?
Yes.
All right, new round. Clank up in the trees.
Cool. Well, it looks like Eldwin and Ophelia are taking care of that one, so I'm going to throw a
Oh.
taser at that one.
And you would get a level of exhaustion, Gale. Tasering
Okay.
the shaman guy.
Well, yeah.
All right. Oh, look at that!
Oh shit!
Everyone's critting.
Right in the nipples.
And I'm adding the extra
The-
D6.
Apparently, the computer hit crit o'clock. Because
Right.
that is going to be 7, 12, 14, 19. Ow. Oh. He is
Right in the
wounded.
loincloth.
Anything else?
And then I'm gonna start climbing down.
Okay. So that would be either an athletics check or a acrobatics.
I would prefer acrobatics.
So you're going to hop down?
Yeah.
Alright, so you
Oh.
fall 15 feet. Do a little tuck and roll and you're fine.
That is 4 crits in a row. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. Might want to check your algorithm.
Yeah, I think something might have got kinked.
Alright.
But that's my turn.
Look.
What the heck?
Yeah,
Like I said, it's crit o'clock.
I call Red.
Ophelia.
Alright, as my bonus action, I am moving this over to Shaman Dude, and I am going to throw off a spiritual weapon that will crit.
No, it will just
wow.
hit him though. 16 is enough.
10 damage.
So he is struck for 10 and he is near death.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, that's not what okay. So that's my bonus action. Yeah. Okay. I have... Do I still have those good berries on me?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, then I'm going to take an Oppie attack, and I'm going to go move into my cone of silence. to
Alright,
Gale.
so as you run past... natural 1. So yeah, he would miss you.
Cool. And I feed Gale a good berry.
Okay, so you use your reaction or your action to give him a good berry. So Gale, you were at 1 and you are conscious. Is that it for you?
That is it for me.
Alright, the Eye of Grumsh. He is going to have the spiritual weapon fly at Ophelia. He does a spiritual weapon attack. 14, I believe, misses you.
I laugh it off.
And he is going to stab at you from the other side. But I want to check something. Okay. Yeah, so he stabs at you. Oh, another natural 1 will miss. Gale.
I laugh at him again.
I am
Alien.
alive, but am I prone? Right?
Yes, you're prone. Your weapons are on the ground next to you. But you are conscious.
I'm gonna. Is it a free item interaction to grab another
to grab the dagger that's on the floor?
To grab either of your weapons would be one item interaction.
All right. I'm going to grab the sword.
Okay.
And I'm going to use half my movement to stand up.
All right.
Then I'm going to just go all out. I'm going to both. Actually, no, I only have 1 hit point. If I do that, it's gonna knock me back down.
Do it. I got you. As you hear Ophelia saying in your mind.
I think he means
No, that's what
stab
you would
himself
say.
for his ability.
Yeah, I have to stab myself. Actually, I don't have to stab myself to light my sword on fire, which I will do.
Don't you? I thought that was
I thought you do.
In my blood maledict, I will use my blood maledict instead. I have to cut myself to amplify it.
You got 1 hit point.
Okay.
I am at 1 hit point.
So
You
you
about to down yourself, dude?
light your sword on fire. Go ahead.
Not that one. I'm using my blood maledict, which is Curse of the Marked, which allows me to add an extra D4 to my damage. And I'm just gonna swipe at him with the longsword.
All right. So spend your, I assume, daily use of that because
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this class.
Pretty cool, yeah.
21
True.
to hit.
Yes, 21 would strike him.
And then doing 1d8 plus 6. Doing 11 points of slashing damage plus
All right, he would go down.
2 points of necrotic damage.
Anything
Or
else?
blood. I just stab him again for reassurance.
You'll have to wait till next turn. All right, so the owl, what's he gonna do?
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's hovering up from above.
I was going to do that, but now I gotta do this.
He keeps having to
Yeah.
reposition.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him hover over, and just keep him hovering 30 feet. Yeah.
All right, Alwyn.
Okay, I'm going to item interaction to the bow.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be my best bet.
So you
'Cause I move.
pull out your bow. You'd have to sheath your sword to fire it, or you could drop your sword.
Okay, yeah, I will.
Dropping is free. If you
Okay.
sheath your sword, it would take your action because you already pulled out your bow.
Okay, yeah, just drop the sword then,
Okay.
and fire with the bow. I can still use my emboldened strike, or that's after hit.
Emboldened strike.
Emboldening bond.
You mean
Or
emboldened?
emboldening bond, sorry.
You want to use it before your attack roll. You have to use it before.
Okay. So emboldening bond.
Okay, so D4 and then the attack roll. Oh, plus
There
4.
you go.
And then longbow.
Yeah, 14 would be enough. So he
Okay.
is struck by an arrow.
And he
That's nice.
is orc, so favored. No, I used just the action, correct? Because the item interaction is just item interaction.
Yes.
Okay. So I would like to use the infused strikes as reaction from Ray.
Okay, so Ray spends his reaction, giving you an extra 2 type. I think you said fire damage, right?
Lightning.
Lightning. All right. So give me the longbow damage. Ooh, 13. Yeah, that is gonna bring him down. Which ends the
Yay.
battle. All right. So the enemy is down. You don't hear any commotion from the camp nearby. So luckily, you don't think they heard it.
Throw my bow over the shoulder, pick up my sword.
Gale's
Okay.
gonna pop all 5 good berries.
Pop a
And then a
handful of berries.
Then
I'll
a
hand
potion
you
of
the
healing.
5 that I have on me.
Okay. Though we are over, so this is probably a good place to stop, and we can search the orcs. And I assume you guys are attacking the camp next time.
Yeah.
So let's do MVP votes. Oh yeah, heal yourself for 7 then. And
Thank
pop
God I have
your...
a shit ton of. I have a ton of healing potions. So
What is it? W slash?
/W.
/W.
Oh. /WDM.
Alright, I got 5. I'm missing 1 person. So Alwyn, with 3 votes, you are MVP.
Yay!
Thanks, guys.
Good job, everyone. I'm going to be taking some notes, but otherwise, you all are free to take off or hang out, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, good
Thank
game.
you, guys. That was an amazing game. I appreciate all of you.
That was good
I don't
stuff.
care how many times I get knocked down. I will get back up and stab the corpse.
I'm never going to keep you down.
1 hit point in a dream, baby.
I'm heading to work. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah,
See
Have a
ya.
good
See ya.
one.
See ya.
Yeah, we'll see y'all later. Fun time tonight. Thanks for a
Yeah.
session, Lou.
You're welcome. Take care.
Really, I mean, with the pet, there always will have to be an action to make it do some. I mean, I guess its only action is to bite. Otherwise, it will always just kind of hang out and use its reaction if it's close enough to me to infuse strikes, pretty much.
Yeah, unless you spend your bonus action, then it can bite.
Okay. And it can't fly yet. I think I was looking through that like it's got to level up before it gets flight. Or does
Yeah,
it
I'm not
have
sure
flight?
when it gets flight. I think at some point it'll gain flight.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Did you kill your stream?
No. We can end that now.